What's the deal? What's the deal? Another day in the gym world. I got my two, you know, like my uncle would say, heavy hitters right now. You know what I'm saying? I got Black Heirloom, Northbound P, and we really got some gems for y'all today. It was a lot missing gems and hidden gems up in the last show we had last night on Northbound Media. It's our own universe. You know what I'm saying? So we should have it where when y'all come see us for a couple days or see what we got going on with Straightforward Podcast, then y'all come to the Gym World Podcast, and then go to Northbound Media and just follow up with the shows and get all these gems, because that's basically what's going on. So we finna react to what happened last night. Unc wasn't there, you feel me? Unc is Black Heirloom, he was not there, you feel me? It was on P platform. P,
He had the invitation.
yeah. Nah. Actually, I heard, he was really wanted to indulge into this topic. But P, you hosted this show, this live last night, and it was a good thing. It was a good show. You did your thing and brought some awareness to people's point of view and brands. So that was dope. You know what I'm saying? You did a good job, man.
I appreciate it.
And now let's get to the bull stuff. Let's get straight into the 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 content that I want to go over. So this is about Charlie Kirk. You know, Charlie Kirk. He got we could say assassinated on campus, and it shook up America. And everybody had something to say. So let me know. Let me let y'all know what we had to say. And I wasn't here for the beginning, but these is like some main topics that was going on before I got into the live.
My computer right now, but dude
Right,
said,
right.
and I'm gonna just give you a couple of quotes.
See, that's
He
what I'm
said
saying.
that
That do not define who this man was. But
it
no
doesn't
quotes,
because
no
okay, hold
quotes
up.
could
I'm about to
define
bring
who
my
he
boy
was.
Shawnee up because
Right.
he want to get up in here too.
What's up, Shawnee?
What's good, you big
Hold up.
dog?
Okay.
Cooling, man. Cooling, man.
Anybody who want to
So
get up, let me know with
Pause it real,
like
give me
that.
2 seconds.
Hold
Give me
up.
2 seconds to
No,
land.
because
Go ahead,
hold
bro.
up, Ted. You a real
I got
nigga, and
All right, I'm gonna
we
stop you
got
right there.
we gotta wait
So
for the message because this wasn't just the reaction for Charlie Kirk. This was Black America reacting to the shit because there was a lot of people caping for this nigga and doing these crocodile tears. So that's what I was really reacting over Black America and how I was took it back to they fucking reaction. But yeah, you can interject or whatever.
all right, um, so basically, I was stopping right here because you said that Ted Turner was a real nigga. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, you try to give him his props for being a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, it sounds like he's trying to get his point across, but this is just I'm giving y'all an invitation on how Ted gonna be for the live. He's gonna try to get his point across a lot, a lot.
Nah, we want
I
him to get his
listen,
point
and
across.
I
We just
can't
want to
see you
everybody to get a
motherfucking
voice.
defending a nigga like this. I don't know if you.
this what I'm trying. That's why I was trying to actually give me 2 seconds to land right quick because I don't want to be sitting here steaming that I'm just trying to defend this man. Because that's not my position, but tearing him down ain't my position either. What I'm telling you is I watched him before all of this, and I never got that sense that they trying to paint him as now. So what I'm trying to tell the people is to actually if you interested in what's going on, actually do some real research on the subject and find out what's going on, because what's actually going on
Mister,
is
let
the
us know.
same mindset that caused the man to do what he did. That's what they using now to tear down his legacy. They using that same playbook to tear down the man. This man was a beast for the
Hey,
for the
they
for the
laughed.
MAGA movement.
They laughed at Medgar Evers when that motherfucker got shot down in front of his home. They laughed at fucking Malcolm X though too when the nigga got gunned in front of his fucking kids.
I
I'm
understand.
not.
I understand.
I'm. I'm just saying, bro. If we gonna keep it fucking fair across the table, let's keep it fair all the way across the table. This nigga, in my opinion, it might not be yours. The
Right.
nigga didn't offer no fucking solution other than criticizing the problem. Yeah, we can know our problem, but my belief in every system is fucking clean your backyard before you look at the next nigga backyard.
Right. And that's a fair
White America
criticism.
ain't clean. It's still
Right.
school shootings. It's
That's a
still
fair
mass
criticism.
shootings.
That's a
It's
fair
still mass
criticism for
shootings.
you. That's a fair criticism coming from your side, from what your perspective. But what I say to the people that's out there listening to it, pay attention, be careful. Don't get yourself caught up in being online hating this man and end up in the food line, end up on welfare, end up getting kicked out of school. It's not that serious. Understand that it's people out here pushing you to do these things. They push you to hate this man. Y'all didn't even know who this man was. Don't
We
wake
did
up
it.
hating on somebody
Look,
who you didn't
Santana, you
even
right.
know.
You right.
You know what I'm
Hold up.
saying?
King
That's
Thomas,
my
King.
message.
So, what you got to say? Any comments you got so far,
Yeah. Where should I fucking start? Is he for Charlie Kirk? Is that what I'm hearing? Is he team Kirk? I'm asking. I'm not sure because I kind of walked out and I wanted to go get my paper since y'all was on this topic. Um, it sounded like he was like for Charlie Kirk or in a way, and trying to like you know what I'm saying, telling people not to knock on his legacy. Let me tell you a little bit of his legacy. Right? He don't even like black people. Let me explain. The whole point of us getting Juneteenth and Black History Month, he said that we shouldn't have that. You know what I'm saying? But you're the same person like, oh, well, we gave y'all so much millions of dollars or whatever to do what y'all need to do and y'all didn't do it. First of all, the way that you coming at the situation is dead wrong. First of all, we was promised 40 acres and a mule apiece. Where is that at? And you mad because they put Juneteenth up there the day that slave was supposed to be actually supposed to be let free. How dare you hate on a culture that you don't even understand and under you know what I mean? You have no like you have some people that's outside the culture that was born inside the culture and know how it goes. Obviously he haven't been around any of that. You know what I'm saying? Saying the things that you said. Like yeah, at first he was a motivational speaker. Like I was sitting there watching him and as I'm watching him, certain aspects that he come across, yeah, it's cool. But when you come across shit that you do not know for a fact, you have no reason to speak on it, especially for black culture.
What happened? Because my phone was overheating, man. Fucking temperature got up.
He also said that BLM, which we originally made it for Black Lives Matter, stood for burn, loot, and murder. This is Charlie Kirk we talking about. But all I
yeah. So,
mhm.
basically, Pete, Unc is saying he's trying to defend Kurt in his legacy, and Unc is giving his point of view of the legacy. Like, why are we going to champion a legacy that frowned upon Juneteenth, that frowned upon
Black
the
History Month,
the
and also
Black
called
History
Black
Month,
Lives
Black Lives
Matter,
Matters?
burn, loot, and murder. How was that
Oh,
giving
look.
us? I mean,
It's not necessarily protecting his legacy, like he said. He said on the platform that he wasn't here to bring them up nor tear them down. He was saying Black America shouldn't speak on that shit because it's already motherfuckers getting canceled and kicked out of schools and shit like that. That's what he was saying.
That's when I first came on to you. I asked was he against or was he for Charlie Kirk?
Now he said it. He said it clipped before Paul.
Right. No, that's good. I think I had walked out from the school to get my paperwork on this particular subject, so I didn't get to hear that part. That's why I was reiterating the question. Was he team Charlie Kirk? But now I know he's like basically, if you don't know something, then don't tear down the man's legacy. But I mean that goes for anybody that's a motivational speaker. If you have too much of an audience, what happens? I give you a hint. What happened to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X?
Right.
Hard to
Once
know
you
what
have too
happened to the
many people
niggas.
following what you believe in, they feel like you're a vigilante. He has to
The
be
thing,
stopped.
the thing was, it didn't come from the black community. It came at the hands of one of your own,
Right,
uh, a white, a white person that was brought up that with a Trump supporter as parents,
right. But here's my
and
thing. Your culture, I mean, your ethnicity has nothing to do with it. That's my standpoint that I'm making. Any person in general, if you have too many followers that's following which you believe in, it's going to be a problem. Whether if they're black, white, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Any ethnicity basically is like you're no higher than us. That's how I feel like they look at it.
no, for sure. But what I was saying is, even with the mayor has when the mayor has spoke, the mayor from the or the governor from their own city, he was saying, "I praying to God, praying to God that it wasn't one of us. Like
He wanted
we
to hang
get
that
need to
motherfucker
get
so
that
bad
clip."
because he thought it was us.
He wanted it. He's like, "Ooh, I wish it was from another state or somebody out of the country." So when I hear that, I'm like, "Oh, you wish it was a nigga, a Mexican, a black nigga, or an immigrant or something like that."
Right, but here's the
He
thing.
was
People think that
mad
this
that it
shit is
was a pure
non-existent.
white bread nigga that grew up in y'all town
Right, but that's the
and
that's
did
the
that to
thing.
that guy.
That's what they trying to dilute and die down. Is like making it seem like racism doesn't exist. Yeah, it does. It's a prime example of that. Not even to jump off subject, but it was a couple that was dating that was black and white. The whole time she's trying to introduce her black boyfriend to the parents. They sending messages back and forth. He ended up picking up her phone. They basically saying, yeah, he'll be good to work for us, but you can't date him. But he can do some work around the house.
Right.
What does that sound like? It's the
You know
same
where
thing
you
about
getting
what
at.
we talking about right now. It's like they try to downplay it so much to where it's like, nah, it's still not here, especially in Mississippi. It's still out here strong. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We at this point we have to protect our own.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get back to the clip with the live.
Thomas, he got some pushback on you. I'm gonna let him come up
Right, right,
here.
right.
I'm gonna let
Go ahead, go
y'all
ahead.
do y'all toe to
Let me
toe.
let me chime in.
Go
Matter of
ahead,
fact,
bro.
because he just came up because obviously he got something to say. So I'm gonna let him get his off, and I'll say my little two
Yeah,
cents afterwards.
he wanted to address that Turner, and I
And I
fuck with both
appreciate
these
you for
niggas.
holding the forum like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I don't want to talk too
This
much, but I really appreciate
this
it though.
this
Nah,
for
bro,
our
this what we
community,
do, bro.
bro.
We let everybody get their shit off.
Yeah,
That was
we need all voice. Go ahead, King Thomas.
Okay, so one thing that you said that people are trying to let this man quotes define him, and you said that that's not right, right?
I said it wasn't fair
Oh,
because
all right. Let's just
he
stop right
he
there.
bigger
Hold
than
on, no,
just
no, hold
them
on, hold
quotes.
on. Stop,
Right,
stop,
right,
stop.
right. Go ahead,
Stop.
go ahead.
Let's just say it wasn't fair. Okay,
Right.
so let's go with this. Um, you don't think that? So, are you familiar with Martin Luther King?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't get to
So,
that point, but I'm glad he brought it up. Go ahead.
so are you familiar with anybody that has been quoted in this world? Quotes are used to shine light on the life and the legacy of a person. That's why we go back and read the I Have a Dream speech. That's why people quote Malcolm X, because those quotes highlight those people's life. So you trying to say that Charlie Kirk's words that came out of his mouth, the thoughts that he formulated, and his opinion that he gave don't represent him is bullshit. Because you saying
That's
that
not
what
what
you
I was
saying, hold
saying,
on,
bro.
excuse me,
I was
sir,
saying you
excuse
got
me,
to
bro,
take them
bro, bro,
all
bro,
off.
bro. Can I speak without you cutting me off, homie?
Yeah,
Right, right,
Because
right. Go ahead.
because
Go ahead.
because because basically what you're saying is that anything that come out of somebody's mouth don't represent them. So basically anything that you say here tonight don't represent you. We can all say
That's
that everything that you
that's
say
not what
is
I
bullshit.
said though. That's not what I said though. You
But
dumbing
hold
down
on,
the list
excuse me,
that I
sir,
said.
sir. Look, bro, why you keep cutting me off, bro? Like I'm gonna stop
I'm
talking,
saying
but
because we
I'm
should
trying
have
I'm
we
trying
should
to
have
make my
a
point.
discussion. I know. Let's
yeah,
have the
let him.
discussion on what I actually said. Let's have the
Ted
discussion on
Turner,
what
we
I
gonna
That's what
actually
I'm
said.
yeah,
King Thomas, Ted
you,
Turner, we
you
gonna let both of y'all land. We gonna let both of y'all land. Let whoever got the flow, let them get off, and then
Right,
respond
right, right.
accordingly.
You said
I got
you said
you. My
you
bad.
you you said it wasn't fair. So that's just like let's just stay on Martin Luther King. I'm pretty sure you ain't never spoke out about people quoting Martin Luther King. I'm pretty sure you ain't never spoke out about think about it, bro. So you not religious. You speak out and you rebut people when they quote the Bible. Is that what you do? Because for you to say that quotes don't define a person is just absurd.
That's not what I said, bro.
You
Let,
said it's not fair. You said
let
it's not fair. So
That's
for
not
us
what I
not to
said,
quote
bro.
let
What
him
I
for
explain
said
himself, King
was
Thomas. Let him explain himself.
what I'm saying is for you to just take negative quotes or quotes that you disagree with and try to define a man from that is that what was
so
unfair.
that's so
So
and
what I'm saying is
All right, so look, so what he's speaking on is this what he said right here, basically.
subject and find out what's going on because what's actually going on
Let's
is
let
the
him talk.
same mindset that caused the man to do what he did. That's what they using now to tear down his legacy. They using that same playbook to tear down the man. This man was a beast for the
Hey, they
for the
laughed.
MAGA movement.
They laughed at Medgar Evers when the motherfucker got shot down in front of his home. They laughed at fucking Malcolm X though too when the nigga.
So, so I feel like they both kind of like I get what King Thomas was saying too, but he probably like took what he kind of said out of context a little bit because he wasn't. I guess he wasn't trying to say that because once King Thomas broke it down, he like, nah, that's not the intention I was going for. Whatever statements that you heard I made prior, you know. So I get that's what the 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 confusion was between both of them. But how do y'all feel about the simple fact of having a debate or just backing up quotes that offend a group of people that you're not associated with? Like Charlie
Yeah,
Kirk is not.
I
Go
wanted to
ahead.
get to that because that was the one I wanted to hit on because he said the quotes don't define the man, but no, it does because that's the legacy you left behind. So if I get to look you up and I see all this hateful shit, you're gonna be known as a hateful motherfucker or a motherfucker that, like I said, preach hate speech, and you going to colleges, developing young minds, talking to college students, and they might, they, real easy to influence or whatever. I ain't just saying everybody is, but nigga, that's a targeted uh group of people you want to influence, and your influence is growing, and that's dangerous to be teaching hate speech. So yes, you can be defined by your quotes.
What you got to say about that? Just about that this whole little situation about just the quote.
I'm gonna have to follow behind PC with this one. Like, feel like yeah, it like it's just like a name for yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? As a kid,
Exactly.
as a kid growing up to an adult, what I tried to do was like, you know what I'm saying? My name is basically all I got. So if you put smush on your own name, that's your reputation. So whatever they look at you as after they know what they know, it's up to them. You can't make a judgment or make somebody, you know what I mean, make them understand a certain way that they understand. People understand everything differently. Do feel like, you know what I mean, some of the quotes that he's saying, like the as far as like quoting about the BLM, like I was just saying before, um, he instead of making it Black Lives Matter, he made it Burn, Loot, and Murder. You know what I'm saying? That's going to blemish on your perfect record. You know what I'm saying? As us supporting you on what you stood for, because like I said, you're jumping into something that you have no piece of knowing nothing about. And yes, we take that offensively when we feel like like, you know what I'm saying, if you haven't been around that atmosphere to understand where we come from and what we had to do with the things that we had to do, I'm saying come from that kind of environment in the first place, or know what it feels like to come up from that kind of environment in the first place, I feel like you have no peace of mind even an aspect of knowing what that feels like. And I feel like if you're not in that aspect, I feel like you shouldn't be speaking on something that you don't know nothing about.
And not only that, where you get them that research from, Lloyd? Was when you researched him, what good did you see?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was good, but the time I first started seeing him, he was having debates with like transgender and like the LGBTQ um, community about you know what I'm saying, what a woman was and stuff like that. That's how I ended up
On
knowing who he
gender,
was, honest and
on
truly.
genders, yeah, on
On
genders. So I
genders,
agree
yes.
with
That's
that.
that's how I end up
I
seeing him keep popping up on. I'm like, I mean, he having a valid point, you know what I'm saying? So he'll sit there and have a debate, and that's how I end up seeing him or catching on. Like, okay, so let me do some deeper research on him as far as what else does he do? Because you know what I'm saying, I've seen abusers there for one, and then see like, okay, you making a valid point. Let me see how many you know what I'm saying? You know how people do when they want to research somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like, let me see what's going on. And then I start seeing other shit. I'm like, oh, so you speaking on something that you don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? That's strike one for me.
right.
Then you degrading us like we shouldn't have got Juneteenth and we shouldn't have a whole month to ourselves uh, as far as us being black. Like, wait, what? That's my only issue. That's what's blemishing the record like severely for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, yeah, let's get to one more segment of the show. So around this timeline, this is if you want to catch up with majority or the whole show, go to Northbound Media and you can see this whole show. But I'm gonna skip through and get a little bit closer to when I personally get on the show, and we just gonna go through this segment right here.
It's strong opinions on the situation. I'm gonna let y'all go.
I got you,
That's
bro. My bad, bro. All I
nah.
was
Go ahead.
saying is this stuff comes straight off the Democratic website. The fact
I
that
don't
the brother
believe that.
said,
I
I
don't
know,
believe that.
I got you, bro.
And
The
that's a
fact that
lie,
the brother
cuz.
said, right, the fact that the brother said that he never been to the website further proves my point in the fact that they use everything they can do to push it. They push it through the media. They push it through our music. They push it through everything they can do. But this is where it comes from. It comes from those groups that they got, that they set up. They sit down and plan this shit. They teaching you how to think. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all this is a fight
So they
between the
not
right and the
hold
left.
up, because hold
Okay,
up,
all right.
Ted, because hold up, because America, was built on colonialism. They've been forcing Christianity on a lot of people. They didn't took away Nigerian and people in the fucking UK that's of African descent to teach Christian values on. We can't say, oh, they didn't force this in your head, where they've been forcing it on every fucking body.
Okay, all right. I don't want to like kind of like go backwards, but based off of King's analogy of racism,
They said you speaking facts, Ted Turner.
Ted,
That's Dr.
Yeah, I'm
Claude.
listening, bro.
That's
Ted,
Dr. Claude Anderson analogy on racism.
um, 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 like using that analogy on racism, right? Do you feel there's a black person who has that type of power to build a system like that to hold somebody else down?
No, because all the systems
Okay,
that
so then
all the
that
Hold up, one
analogy.
at a time, one at a time, one at a time.
Let me go first, Thomas. I got you. That analogy
bro,
explains
hold
it
up,
in that person's
cuz.
mind.
First of all, bro, don't Thomas me, bro. That's not my name, homie. Don't Thomas me, bro.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. No disrespect. No disrespect. No disrespect, bro. I can't
Go
see the
ahead.
screen, so
Do your thing.
okay. Let introduce ourselves. My name is Ted Turner, bro.
Okay.
So I didn't see this part, right? I did not know none of this type of tension was going on before I get into the shit. You feel me?
Yeah, you can
I
see
didn't.
I'm trying to hold my laugh in, kinda, because it was
So
funny to me.
so
Shit.
so yeah. So later on, I called King Thomas, but he didn't have that energy with me. But he lowball, like kind of like was passive aggressive after I made that statement. But I didn't know where it was coming from until now. I'm listening to it. Oh, he likes to be called King Thomas. Now that's a whole nother type of situation where that's a whole nother. I don't know, bro. Like let's just like I'm not
No, I
calling a nigga
think
King. I'm not calling a nigga King Thomas, bro. I'm
look,
sorry,
I
my
think
nigga.
that was just in a hype part of the moment, so that was tensions from the argument because niggas wanted to get their point across.
No, I for sure get it. I for sure get it. Like like I for sure get it. You feel me? But oh yeah, that's another thing I want to say. While you on here, you did an amazing job with this, and I'm seeing you turn into something different over just these contents. Like even right now, even just you doing this, it's like you get to express yourself in a whole different way and in a whole different light that people might not see you conduct yourself and
Yeah, I
this
appreciate that.
and that helping you stand out from a lot of niggas. You feel me? So I for sure commend you on that.
I
But on
appreciate it.
but on some funny shit, you feel me? I'm not calling a nigga King Thomas, bro. Like that shit is just like that's a cool name. You feel me? But it's like if your homie like my name is King Wooty Whoop, it's like, bruh, like you want me to sit here and just call you that? Like, like that's what's your like how y'all feel about that? Y'all, like Pete, you call a nigga King Thomas?
I call him King Thomas because that's what I address everybody as name. I said Ted Turner. I said King Thomas. I address Shawnee as Shawnee. So
Okay,
it don't, I just called niggas by their name. Now I knew a cold nigga with a cold ass name in high school named Easy Money Harper. I used to love saying that nigga whole name. I'm like Easy
pause.
Money Harper. So if
Yeah,
your
yeah.
name is actually King Thomas, that's dope. Shit. I wish I had a cold name. Shit.
Was it his name? That was his name.
I believe so.
King Thomas is his name. That's what they call.
We
That's
all
what.
know each other from the internet. So if a nigga want to be addressed as his internet name or if that's his real name, I get a nigga the respect. I want him
Nah,
to
nah, nah,
turn
nah.
face.
Shout out to my boy King Thomas. You feel me? Like no disrespect. Shout
I,
out.
I get what you saying though. Shit.
like just me personally, I call you KT. So from this going on forward, I'm calling him KT, so y'all know who I'm addressing, who I'm talking about in this video.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know he had a problem or issue with his name being said like that, though. That's crazy.
King Thomas, huh?
King Thomas, my bad, bro.
You
So
good?
what I was saying is that was a way to explain it from that point of view. But the definition of racism is discrimination. It don't got nothing to do with no system. That was something that people put in to explain it a different way.
I
That was
like
something that they
okay.
put in to explain it a different way. Look up the word racism.
You're
It tells you
talking from.
exactly what it is.
Okay, I see where you're talking from. You're talking from. I get you, Ted.
You still ain't answering my
You
question though,
know,
Ted.
you're
Is
talking
that
from the flopping.
no,
You must know the Democratic Party used to be really the Republican Party, and the Republican Party used to be the Democratic Party.
look?
That's a
You
myth.
must.
That's a myth that they taught people to make you think that the party switched. That ain't what happened. But I
You
know
don't
what you're
think
talking
so?
about, though.
A lot. You
Nah,
don't
that's
think so?
not
A
what
lot of that
happened.
is a
No,
lot of that is
the
shown in fact, though.
values
That's
of the
not what
party.
happened, though. That's
No,
not what
Ted.
happened,
No,
though.
no,
It,
no,
it
Ted.
One
might have
party.
not
Because
happened, but
My boy be on point, man. He said that's not what happened. You feel me? If it's not on the Democratic.com, my nigga,
Wow.
that ain't what happened. And it's so funny. Now I'm catching this shit, and I wasn't catching it when I came in. You feel me? So when I
Nah, Ted showed the big Trump background, you know, all that shit. He had, you know,
so
can't fault the nigga for liking who he like shit. Yeah, guess what? Me and uh me and Big Lloyd was on the podcast. So Lloyd probably don't remember, but they had a good conversation on the intellectual level that I couldn't get tap in with too. But you know, that's why I'm like, you know, it's different shit. It's gonna be different topics that nigga that's more passionate about. But yeah, yeah, I was laughing like a bug, but nah, I was trying to be real serious until they got to the abortion shit.
so so basically the backstory to this, P like, nah, I'm gonna step my game up and I'm gonna have my shit on point. And you did that. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? So look, this the part where I'm like, all right, this nigga, he telling Shawnee like, hey, bro, you wrong. But like I said in the debate, if a nigga completely wrong, then you can say you wrong.
That's what I was saying. You was getting the two confused.
You,
They
you, you,
both had a lot to say though, but you know, they both wanted to express their opinions. He only had so much time, but you know, we could debate all day. But that's the fun of this shit. You know, you gonna have difference of opinions, and it's our job to come. You know, we can respectfully agree to disagree, or if you
yeah,
know we
yeah.
can't come to a solution, fuck it. You know,
So
it
so
is what
so
it is.
so remember this part right here in the future because he do the same shit that he did to Shawnee, he did it to me. But
He did it to me before too. He like did. That's why I had to tell him I did it. That's why I had to tell him that I did not know of Charlie Kirk until the little thing happened. But if you don't know a person, you supposed to research. And this, if I'm researching all the blank, 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 bad, 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 and you talk about a blip of good or you know political views, I'm not gonna catch that, nigga. I'm gonna catch the majority of the boat.
Right.
I'm gonna catch the thesis of him. I ain't about the motherfucking, you know, the thesis statement supposed to be the strongest statement in the essay. So I'm trying to get the thesis of this nigga.
so this the thesis of the nigga right here. This the thesis. Look at this nigga.
You see the
Oh well.
So that's the thesis right there. Once I seen that, I said, "Oh yeah, I know what type of time this nigga on." You feel me? All right, so I want to state this because before we can even like seriously, before we can even like like have a conversation that even matters to me, like when it come down to bro, it's like this, like, you know, we already be getting criticized about black people that's not from here, right? You know what I'm saying? And when I say us, I'm talking about us, because it seemed like a lot of niggas ain't us, and it seemed like, yeah, you know, different countries go through their slavery and go through their different governments that's fucked up. And you know, they got poor place everywhere, but then they got a rich place everywhere. You know, so that's what it's something we was confused about. So you tell me the blacks that went through the most shit supposed to take all the criticism from whites and all these other races on top of black people that ain't experienced or don't have ancestors to be experience with or understand what the fuck went on, let alone people within our country want to criticize us. And we as a people went through so much trauma on our own without it being the Jamaicas, the Haitis, and all that. I understand Africa and all these places, Europe, all these places have Americas that went American. I mean, have a black people. Excuse me, that have black people that been through things against their government, against slavery, and all these different things, and cruelty and all these things. But when we talk about 400 years and years of slavery, and you want to criticize us? You want to say we not on point? You want to say we fucking behind? That's just like it's like a slap in the face. And when people like him, it was like back when they was talking about, you know, why is the Mexicans carrying the Mexican flag, but then but they not going back to Mexico. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I get that part, but I don't get it because that's none of my motherfucking business. That's they race, and they have that pride, and I don't have that luxury where I can go back to a country or get pride and culture from another country. I don't have that luxury. You get what I'm saying? So you want to put us on the island and say y'all defend on your own. So when you see this nigga with the American flag behind him, it's hard for a black man like me to praise or have pride with that motherfucker, is because now we are now stating that we are together, and ain't no way we together with white people. Like, it's no way that we could feel included with them in this society, in this America, where I'm just waving that flag proudly. And that's why all these people don't wave don't wave the American flag and wave these other country flags.
Oh shit! I'm not going no motherfucking where shit. They're gonna kill me, nigga. I was born an American. I am American. Shit. Fuck
But
all
when
that, nigga.
hold
I don't
on,
know
but when it
nothing.
be hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
I
But
ain't
when it
never
come
seen
down,
Egypt, Africa, none of that shit. I'm not going no motherfucking where, nigga. This land, the first body of man was found was black any fucking way. So, nigga, the earth is ours to inherit. I'll be damned if a motherfucker tell me I'm not. No, nigga, I'm the original man.
it right. So one thing I that's why it's confusing when a black man want me to stand by him and carry a flag. It get confusing to me. It's because it's like, now this today we saying we together with them, and then we got people criticizing us and probably thinking like, hey, wasn't these the same people that treated y'all shitty for all these years? Now y'all together, all y'all just kumbaya, just holding the flag together like ain't shit happened. But then when we not American enough, it's like, oh, y'all don't have a culture. Y'all don't, but we don't want to have the culture because we identify with y'all. We want to fuck with y'all because y'all black.
It's the opposite. They want to fuck with us. That's why they listen to most black music. That's why they,
I'm talking
you
about.
feel me?
I'm talking about black African. I'm talking about Jamaicans, Haitians. I'm talking about them type of people. You feel me? They look at us a
That,
certain type of way.
that's why I sent you that video by Marquette, the Saint, I believe. It's in the pod chat, but if you want to break that down as well, you could check that out. And because it was an African, that's not even from the states. That I get into it later, but yeah, that he grilled him because like he's like, nigga, you preaching this Charlie Kirk rhetoric, and you ain't even the original that's out here, a nigga that's out here and facing these little shits. So how the fuck you quick to quote some shit this nigga saying and all that? But you know, it is what it
Now,
is.
now that's a cold clip. And what made me really want to speak on it too. Like I should have brought this up yesterday. Is we should be shining more light on Amanda Seals, or is that her name? And she talks about this, like how you know the Black America and and other Black people, that how they can't see eye to eye and how it's a disconnect. You know, so she do debates all the time and have debates with Black people, different races, and all the time, and it's like it's people that want to have these discords, but when we finally get to the root of it, we just all divided. You get what I'm
Where there's
saying?
people, there's always gonna be division. Every white don't get along with every white. That's why you got conservatives, you got liberals, you got your Democrats. You feel me? You got your separatists, man. You got black people that's African American that grew up with two parents and grew up in the Brady Bunch fucking neighborhood. And you got niggas like me come out motherfucking buildings, low key the projects, whatever you want to call them, and we don't see eye to eye, nigga. Our lives are too different. We ain't gonna share the same fucking values because we ain't came up the same fucking way. There's always gonna be division shit.
And then when it comes down to prison or the army, motherfucker don't give about none of that. You feel me? Because they gotta stay together, right? And when it comes down to the army, this is what the other countries see. When the other countries see us fighting, nigga, they see Black people, they see Mexicans, nigga, they see Asians, nigga, and they see white people fighting for us. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the end goal will be us putting up American flags. You know what I'm saying? But we've been through so much shit, it's impossible. Like that's what they not understanding. That's what that nigga don't understand. Ted Turner don't understand. Like that like logically that makes sense. But you talk about emotions. You talking about people pride, people egos, people livelihood, people lives. Niggas don't even want to put the guns down for games. So you think a nigga want to set aside his differences when it come down to it, they race? Stop it.
Goddamn, man, shit.
Tank, I got to be tapped in. I got to know what I'm talking about when I get behind the microphone, bro. You know
You
what I'm
gotta
saying?
watch
For
every.
real.
You got you that. That's see. That's the thing, though. A lot of people don't understand that, and they do get on these podcasts and just talk. But you gotta actually study both sides to understand the actual problem.
But you got to
Right.
watch what you watch too, though, because there's a
That's
lot of
true.
propaganda out here.
Propaganda
Right.
is a
But you got to
motherfucker.
tap in on both sides or you're going to be lost
Yeah,
in the sauce for real. You
you
got
do
to.
gotta tap in on both sides, Ted. That's why I said, why did he point out that only black, like he was pointing out black shit. A lot of his points was on black shit. That's I
But
only thing I agree with him with was the same. It's only two genders. That's the only thing that I agree with him
You agree
on.
with him on most stuff. You just didn't hear everything because you agree that you need a firearm. You agree on that.
I
but
agree that
the thing
it's
is,
father. No, I
agree.
look. This is what I tell you. I agreed on, and what was another fucking false narrative that he said.
He said, "You agree? How they gonna tell you what you agree with the next nigga?" That's why certain niggas be getting into it. Niggas can't sit there and let you have your opinion and let you feel how you want to feel with some shit. Like, what if
I
he?
know what he was getting at though. It's like, nah, you a street nigga. You believe in that firearm, man. You want? I'm like,
No,
but
I
shit,
get that. I get that, but
I
that's
carry
like
my
a
shit illegally anyway. Shit, I mean, shit.
no. What I'm saying is like that's like a bold statement. Like uh like that's like a nigga saying you agree with the nigga. You like to put your socks on before you put your shoes on, don't you? Like, duh, nigga, common sense. Like, but go ahead.
It
Yeah.
need to be black fathers in the house, and from the longest, because we're the generation that been stepping up. It's been black fathers in the fucking house. It's been black fathers stepping up, and this nigga saying it's still not that. That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
be
That's
honest with
false
you, bro.
narrative.
I don't know too many black fathers that's not in their kids' life.
That's
And I
what I'm
know I'm
saying.
talking
That nigga
just for
said,
myself. I know I'm just talking for myself, bro. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
let me
I
ask
don't
this
know
question
that
I'm
then.
a
Let
many.
me ask
super
this
black father
question.
before of them.
Do you think that the lack of fathers in the black household was a problem?
Yes.
Yes, but that
Okay,
but that was
okay.
still
But
that
that
was
was
still systemic though.
that
Right. That
systematically
was
happened to us
systemic.
though.
That was systemic
Right, right,
though.
right. I understand. We can get into that conversation.
no,
I
no,
believe
Dad,
that
I know
too.
where you going. I know where you going, motherfucker. Don't do that.
Nah. I was just asking the question to make sure that we wasn't saying that, you know what I'm
This
saying,
my
that
boy
wasn't a
Nino.
problem at one
This my
point in
boy
time.
Greedy.
And I,
Check
Now,
him out
don't
at
get
the
me
Gym
wrong. You feel
World.
me? Like, see, this is what I say, right? I
Gym World
understand. You
tapping
feel me?
in.
I
Gym World
understand the
tapping
whole
in.
victim mentality thing and all that. You feel me? Like, my thing is, yes, yes, I understand the shit happened. You feel me? But like, I'ma still work and do what I gotta do to, you feel me, like get over the hump and get over the obstacles that they put in front of me before I was born and still putting in front of me now.
But it's
Like
still obstacles in front of
the
you, ain't
thing
it?
is the cool niggas act like they act like slavery never happened and like they never made laws and shit. Know what I'm saying? And fine print writing to put the black community down further. You feel me? Like it's the reason we all start at the bottom of the totem pole and gotta work our way up. Now, now there is a few black families, black rich elite families that they don't speak on. You feel me? And they got old generational wealth as well, know what I'm saying? But that helps within the political party as well. But they're not us. They don't consider themselves black, but they are black people. Know what I'm saying? So I just look at the whole thing as you got to understand both sides. I do look at Charlie Kirk as a racist, or I say he has racist tendencies.
Yeah. If it sound like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. But
Yeah.
Nino, what you think about this whole situation right now? I want to hear your thoughts, man, and opinions on it.
Uh, what's the deal? But no comment on that. Like, you feel me?
Nah,
No comment.
you can't
Yeah.
hop on.
Nah,
Nah,
sir.
nah, you can't hop on as we speaking about it and say no comment.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I
That's
seen
that's.
I seen a black man get shot in front of his son.
Call him
You
out,
know,
Big Lloyd.
recently
Call him
that
out.
was a thing. You know,
Call him out, Big Lloyd. Call him out.
You
so,
can't jump in there, nephew, and not putting no commentary down. But you did reiterate when you came in that you didn't know what they were like. You know what I'm saying? Debating about it, something like that. You were saying, but usually
so
when you jump in, usually you're supposed to comment.
Now
so
that's
this
why he said that earlier. I was fucking with him.
so 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 this the main reason why I wanted to do this reaction for this part right here. Like, when the motherfuckers is when people are telling you like this nigga a racist, he got tendencies of a racist. How far are we going with this conversation at that point? You feel what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I didn't get a nigga no sign when he was alive. So I'm not about to make that a routine where I'm giving a nigga sign after they pass just because it's a trendy thing. But
Shit, we get the both shot right now. Shit.
no. So, but this why, but I had to reiterate on it because, like, when I talked to my uncle earlier, and when I figured it out, like, oh, this was made to talk about this topic. You feel me? So I couldn't even, like, it was impossible for me to come in here and not speak on it. But I didn't know at the moment. So we gonna keep watching, and I'm gonna tell y'all when I caught on, and then it get crazy. And I ain't gonna lie, it get kind of crazy. Cause I really, I'm telling y'all, I really didn't. I'm thinking we about to go to another topic. You feel me? I'm thinking like, okay, like y'all, like
Y'all got done with that topic. Okay, I'm finna jump in on the next type of order.
yeah, like keep y'all. If y'all still got some shit to say,
Like,
keep it
yeah,
going.
yeah,
But
yeah. Like, I just want to come in that way when the next topic start. I'll be, you know what I mean? But no, they wanted you, and
um,
so I can't wait to
right,
see how this shit
See
works.
what I'm saying, Ted? You see what I'm
It's
not to cut you off, greedy, but see what I'm saying, Ted? It's like we seen this happen so much, and then we seen people talk crazy about it and all that, and nobody ever really tripped. So why is it unfair that niggas is tripping on Charlie?
it's not.
who tripping? Who tripping on him? Like I feel like it's just
Nah,
not.
People
I'm
losing their
tripping over
job,
Black
people
America
losing their
fucking
jobs and
reacting
everything
in the
on
way
top
they
of that.
reacting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Instead,
Hey,
is a
greedy, greedy,
representation of Black America
greedy. People
fucking
losing their jobs and all
caping for
type
this
of shit
nigga.
behind talking bad about Charlie Kirk.
And not talking back, speaking truth.
Not
And tell
not
my partner, I could talk all day with Ted,
not
but
not. I get
Jimmy
that part.
Kimmel got canceled. That's all y'all need to know. Jimmy Kimmel got canceled on making a fucking joke and a reference to this type of shit. He said,
And
well,
he
I
make a joke about anybody
forget the
else.
look. I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, "Yeah, Trump supporters is going crazy after the falling of Charlie Kirk, trying to act like that wasn't a MAGA supporter
Oh damn.
who did it, and they canceled his ass.
Mm.
He's suspended indefinitely, so he might come back. You know, they might reboot him or might give him a little. Trump tweeted they been was supposed to cancel that nigga. I'm glad ABC finally did to have the strength for what nobody else had to do.
Oh,
That's what Trump tweeted after that.
Trump is not an actual president to me, sir. I'm sorry. Besides all the extra
I
shit that
think
he was doing or had been doing.
he funny as fuck to me, but yeah, that's about it.
So you voted
Fuck,
for him.
I don't vote.
Why?
I'm black.
Okay, I don't either. But the reason why I don't vote is because I feel like the way that they voting system is, I don't like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They make you do all this ballot stuff, right? You get your ballot, you fill it out, you turn it in. Right? But they go by electoral votes first. And if there's a tie within the electoral votes, then that's when they go to hand. So your vote don't count unless they have a tie in the electoral votes. And it's only certain people that get electoral votes. Would you like to take a
Yeah.
guess which ones?
Not, but the small votes adds up to the electoral votes. You feel me?
Let's say me,
Since
you,
when?
and Lloyd vote right now. We
Since
still need
when?
one more nigga to equal one
That
vote.
that's
Hold
how
up.
the
We still need one more nigga to equal one vote. If me, you, and Lloyd voted right now, one more of us to make one vote.
now that ain't how it work. Like so, like it's I forgot how many. You can look it up, but it's like a certain amount of million. So now it ain't even a certain amount of million, right? So this is what it is. If we betting, not betting, if we voting on a team, right? I mean, I'm thinking of because it's basically like some team shit. It's basically like some betting shit.
Mm,
It's like if we all vote for one president, you get what I'm saying,
mm,
and that president wins that state, they get all the points from that president.
mm,
I mean, from that state. I'm
mm.
saying all shit wrong. So basically, if it's a million and say it's Maine and Maine got six electoral votes, you feel me? And they got a population of 17 million. You feel me?
Trump
If
ain't white though. Shit.
if 10 million vote for Trump, Trump gets that 6 points.
Trump ain't white.
You know what I'm saying?
Trump is not white. These folks voted for a colored folk. That nigga ain't white. That nigga tangerine, orange, motherfucking squash
Purple.
color. He
Little
everything
splash,
white.
a
That
little
nigga is
bit,
not
a little splash of
ro-
dark yellow.
rosemary.
Uh,
That nigga, hey, that nigga, that's the colorest nigga you could ever think of. That's a color folk for you right there. That nigga the rainbow. Pissy
And,
yellow hair, orange skin, reddish tomato ass cheeks.
and to get back to the video and shit, Shawnee got me fucked up thinking I'm up in there, it, like, cause I didn't want to do it, but I'm like, bro, chill out, cause like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not scared to talk about no nigga. I don't care for the nigga. That's how much I'm. That's what I feel like it's more power to not talk about the nigga than it's power into broadcasting what I hate about the nigga. You feel me? So for if I don't know about the nigga to not want to talk about the nigga, that's all I'm saying. So that was just I don't know. Like I was scared to talk about some shit. Like I wasn't planning on talking about it, and I don't know the nigga like that. I don't know the nigga at all to be talking about the nigga part. But it's just like he don't deserve like any. You feel me? Any of my time. Like he wasn't getting any of my time when he was here. So you know he not gonna get any of my time now. He gone. You feel me? Like I said, it was a black man that just got killed in front of his son. The HBCUs they had to lock down because they thought
Bro,
it
they
was
just had a lynching, bro.
That nigga was in
so let's talk
Utah, the
about
whitest state
let's
in
talk about like
America.
so let's
That
talk
nigga
about
was
shit.
in
We can talk about
Utah,
shit
the
like that.
whitest
We can
state
talk
in
about stuff like
America.
that, you know.
That nigga was in Utah.
So at this moment, we should have been talking about all these shits, all these events. I felt like I did it right on some podcasting for shit. You know how you change the subject that to cater to what you talking about or your take. So I'm like, yeah, let's talk about this type of shit. You feel me? Let's talk
You
about the
gotta read
shit.
the room though. You gotta read the room. If it's still meat
So
on the bone,
no.
that's where you have elaborate on shit. That's good podcasting as well when you elaborate and then you can dissect on different sectors. So you don't have to. Yeah, Charlie Kirk can still be the main motherfucking entree, but he still got abortion, DEI, this, that, all this shit to dive all into. That's what we were saying. That
no
was the
no
room energy.
no and right, and that's what I'm trying to get the people to know. In this moment, I'm still not at this moment. If y'all can pay attention, I'm trying to gear to a whole nother topic. And this is my moment. I'm thinking I did it. Like, okay, we about to get to a different topic. I was wrong.
So the whitest state in America.
Nah, that ain't the
Right.
whitest. Whitest state is West Virginia,
Uh
bro.
oh, what's that? Nah, what's that state in Texas? Vidor or Vidor?
Uh,
Or
West,
What's
they,
that state in Texas, nigga?
City.
City.
I mean, what's the city in Texas? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've been drinking, nigga.
look, bro,
I've been
look, bro.
drinking.
Texas is the blackest state in America right now, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
the Vidor.
I ain't heard of
You
that.
talking about
Nah,
where
nah. West Virginia is the whitest is the whitest place
Yeah,
in
it
the
is. And look,
U.S.
I'm about to buy a house in West Virginia. Like I was just
Go to Vidor, Texas, nigga. That's where the KKK was founded at.
where at? In Texas.
See, I
Yeah,
think that we get lost
Vidor.
on the message when somebody, you know, like me, a melanated man, tell you that you be anything you be in this nation. All you gotta do is pick yourself up by your bootstraps. I think
And
a lot of people get that mistaken for, oh man, you forgot about slavery. I didn't forget
that,
about anything.
that
I'm
ain't
You
telling
said,
you, in
hold
order
up.
to move forward, you can pick yourself up right now.
that, that ain't
Yeah,
And
you
that's what
said
I was saying.
slavery
Like a
didn't
lot
affect
of
you. That's
people.
what you said. That's what you said, Ted. Slavery didn't
Nah,
affect
but
you,
a
right?
lot of people don't. A lot of people, and this is where the cooning come in. That a lot of people, Ted. Know what I'm saying? they act like those obstacles was never there or still not there. You feel me? And it's like, no.
Okay, so who the niggas that think who when y'all look at this shit and listen to this shit, out of all the niggas in the room, let me know who y'all feel like that about. You feel me? That feel like it's easy to forget about slavery.
The one I just where is he at? I don't know. It's kind of small on my screen. Let me see. I think he at the
Oh,
bottom. Or is that you at the bottom? Actually, I can't tell which one is who.
you talk about Ted Turner with the hat?
Yeah.
Okay, of course. Because of course a nigga that got an American flag in his background, he forgot about fucking slavery.
Like, no.
Nah, I ain't gonna let y'all
We
do
get we
Ted
still
like that.
gotta
He
put
didn't
our
forget
boots
about
on, know what I'm saying,
he
get in
didn't
this
forget
field and make something
he
happen
didn't
for our
forget about
family.
that shit.
But don't act like those obstacles was never there or not there.
But look though,
Right. That's what I'm saying. When people tell you to get moving forward all the time, they not. Because when I say it, it don't mean that I don't recognize the obstacles that existed in the past and those that exist in the future. I'm still telling the young generation, get up, little bro, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna tell them that. Let's go, little bro. You know what I'm saying? Turn the rap music off. Turn me on.
both sides for real because you were being heard the other side always say when they use the pull yourself up by the bootstrap line, the other side always say how the fuck
Hey,
That nigga said, turn the rap music off.
hey, all right, so now at this moment, I'm ready to go. He, I tell you,
He gave you all the ammunition you needed.
look at this face. Oh, I was smiling. Oh, I was joking, but I was smiling at the same time. I was like, oh, we not leaving this topic. Uh-uh. And, and then I'm looking at the aesthetics. I said, oh, all right. He said, turn the rap music off and put me on, young brothers.
Wow.
He an older gentleman. Hey man, my boy an older gentleman.
Nah,
He
so let
raised.
me say this. Let me say this right now. No disrespect to Ted Turner. We got so much respect for Ted Turner. That's why he's on the same stage as us. I don't think anybody that we don't respect or we don't ride or have some intention to mess with as far as content,
Shit, right.
we not gonna do content with him. So it ain't that. I fuck with Ted, and I think Ted is gonna help me grow. Because just that type of energy helped me, get my shit together and express myself and understand that there's people out there that think like that. So that's their propaganda. Like, you feel me? So it's like I gotta be more tightened up on my gems I give to help them, be balanced on what's to come, or what they see. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to iron sharpen iron. So if he was to make a reaction on his channel and say I'm a dummy and I don't know shit, that's cool too. Like, I ain't tripping, like, you feel me? But I'm just reacting, you feel me? And I fuck with Ted, man. You know what I'm saying? You got something to say?
No. Play the
No,
clip.
all right, all right.
fuck we pull ourselves up out of bootstrap if we don't even got boots, bro.
Yeah. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Like Charlie Kirk, he was speaking, feel me, like basically from the equal standpoint, but it's like, okay, put us on the equal level playing field then. Feel me? Because y'all was born with shit that we wasn't born with. Y'all coming to the baseball mound with a glove, a bat, and the ball. We coming with just our shoes.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're gonna speak
That's
on
just
that,
the
you feel me? Like
mentality.
you're gonna
That's
take
crazy.
these benefits away from our black women. Know what I'm saying? Put us on the equal playing field. But no, you ain't gonna do that. So we gotta put on these bullshit boots, know what I'm saying, and make them look like something and fight our way to get to where we gotta go. And it's fine, but you feel me? Like, don't act like that's not what you're doing.
But see, that's the thing though. Charlie Kirk spoke for white nationalism, and that's the problem. The reason why we can't get rightfully ours is because black people not being represented. Black people is 13% of the population, but we don't represent 13% of the wealth in this country, but we represent over 30% of the prison population. You dig what I'm saying? We don't represent our 13. If we represented 13% of the white, 13% of the local government, 13% of the federal government, 13% of the education system, 13% of the federal of the financial system, 13% of the medical system, then it will be changes. But see, black women is dying high birth rates in America because we don't represent 13% in medicine. You did?
King Thomas, hey, how you feel when we do represent that and the motherfucker saying it's for affirmative action and that you didn't deserve to be in that fucking and that you didn't work or that you didn't fucking study
All
the
right.
same fucking books that
I'm about
got you there to earn that degree or to earn that motherfucking title.
I'm about
That's
to
what
break
I was saying.
I'm about to break it down for you. The only DEI that works in this country is for white women, because white women, the most women or most people employed in this country that have jobs, positions, and titles that they
That
don't
is a fact. That is a fact. Why would the DEI was basically made for them?
Right. It's the unspoken DEI. It's the only DEI that really exists. You dig what I'm saying?
But they claim that us black people, you know what I'm saying, they push the narrative that we the ones who benefit from DEI. That's why black people was fighting so hard for it not to be taken away. When if you look up the people that benefit from DEI the most are white women.
White women, exactly. But it's the thing though. The DEI would never been put in place if we was getting our fair share.
But it's
Because
like,
but hold on. Oh, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. But
no,
the
you
thing
good,
is,
do your thing.
they call it DEI because that's the short term and it make it sound something bad. They don't call it what it really is: diversity, equity, and inclusion. You feel me? You can be against DEI when somebody throwing it in your face, but when you say the whole thing, diversity, equity, and inclusion, it's hard to say that you can be against that.
That's
What
facts.
is equity though? Explain what equity is.
Equity, meaning just like if you buy a home, once you're paying on your home, whatever money that you have paid into your home, whatever value that
Built
occurs
it
with
up.
the home is yours. That's your equity. And
Right.
you know,
Explain what it means in the
that,
sense of diversity, equity, and inclusion though.
exactly.
Building up the value.
Exactly. Diversity.
Nah, that's not what it means. It means they trying to affect the outcome. You can't affect the outcome. You can only affect the opportunity. So I can give you the opportunity, but that don't mean that you're gonna have the same outcome though.
No, it's
Just because
building
I
up the
gave you
value.
the job,
No,
don't mean you're gonna prosper
because if
in
you
it.
have because
You wrong.
just doing the home example. If you bought a fucking starter upper and the plumbing is fucked up, it's no equity in that. And the fucking walls are rotted. It's
Rent.
no equity. What are you talking about, Ted? Come on, man. Don't do that.
I'm trying to explain it. Y'all keep coming out. Anyway, it's just like a pilot.
Fine.
I want the best pilot.
You don't
It don't
get
matter what the skin color is.
deposit back.
Okay. Oh, hold up.
But
Because
you get the equity from that home because the value went up. You get to take something away. You don't just go with the bags that you pack. When you rent something, you don't have no equity in it. When you own something, you have a part of it. White people own, they have a part of ownership in it. That's why diversity, equity, and inclusion, because it needs to be diversity so other people can get some equity that include other people besides white people.
No. That's not what it means though. That's what he's trying to tell you. Like each
I'm trying to tell you, but I got you though. Like I was saying, my point about
I'm
go ahead.
generalizing. I'm generalizing and simplifying.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Nino. Go ahead.
Diversity.
Each part has their own section of what it do. Like every letter. Listen,
That's not true,
every
bro. That's not true, bro. I'm not gonna
so
I'm not gonna let you say something that ain't true, bro.
so
Not true, bro. It's
so
one
listen.
program called diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's three,
Right.
but it's all one thing that represent one program, homie.
No.
Leave it
All right,
like
bro. You got
Right.
it.
It's
No, no,
basically
no, 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 no,
affirmative
no.
action.
No. Go speak your piece, Nino.
Now, because he was asking, what is the equity part? It's coming from the
I'm telling you what
situation. You
it
feel
is.
me?
Once it's diversity and inclusion, then people can have equity. All right, I'm gonna show you what
Hold on,
equity.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Hold
hold
on.
on, hold on,
Let me,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Everything you're saying is for the business. They want diversity into the business. They're
No,
built.
it's for everything, cuz. And you need diversity in business. Like, think about this.
No. I'm saying that
Business,
No,
right?
no. If you break down each word for their meaning, diversity meaning different people. I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
that's what we on the same page, right? We on the same page with that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what diversity is. Different people from different backgrounds,
No.
Different
So
regions, different. Yeah, come on.
different
right,
religions.
but it's for the company. Like
No,
it's
that bro, no, it's for women.
No,
Exclusively white women.
no, hold on. Wait.
That's what they mean by diversity. They was
Hold
We
on.
talking
lose
male
it.
and
Hold
female.
on.
They just tried to throw a spin on it to make it seem like rules
Oh,
for,
Shawnee.
for minorities. But it was
Hold up,
for
'cause
white women because it came out during the time where white women weren't really able to get jobs.
Shawnee, this the thing. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is for minorities. But the real diversity and equity and inclusion that exists is only beneficial to white women. So it is for minorities.
You right. You got a point.
White women are benefiting from it.
You got a point.
So do you understand my point about that equity is based on the outcome of the situation? And what I'm telling you is that's wrong because
all right. You got something to say?
A lot going on in this one. I don't believe in it. It seemed like he was trying to defend it in a way. Like it was a good thing that it exists. In a way, it's not because I think like how Shawnee was saying, I believe that it does. But by the time when they did come out with that, that was around the time that when white women couldn't necessarily get jobs like that. So by them bringing it back around again, it shows the narrative of where it came from in the first place. So it's like you have to wonder and question what kind of agenda that they really own. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I always thought that they had like a backup plan within their own backup plan. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking for myself. But um, like I said, yeah, there's some extra shit going on with that. It's like, what are they not telling us in a way? Take that out. How is that benefiting us? Or how is that benefiting people in general? How was that
that
getting,
was
you know what I'm
that
saying?
was
I
the
thought
point
the
though.
whole concept was to make us better or make, you know what I'm saying, America better. That's not making it better, that's making it worse, along with the other shit that you're doing to get rid of people.
That was the Charlie Kirk another talking point that he used to reference that this is why black men get the jobs that they're getting and they're not qualified for because of DEI and all this shit.
Mm.
That's why he felt that's why he said the words he's like, if I see a black pilot, I'm asking is he qualified? That's why we was discussing that because that was another racist ass fucking gesture because I said why wouldn't he be qualified if I'm taking the same courses probably got a fucking higher grade in this class and uh got my degree and all that just as long as this motherfucker and I was probably in the top of my classes. Why does DEI benefit me? No, it benefits the dumb motherfucker that they got try to diverse it, but since they need to meet racial quarters,
they'll hire a dumb white motherfucker or a unqualified black person, or just to make it diverse in the workplace. But that was the gist of the thing, because that was a Charlie Kirk uh reference, talking about black people as benefiting off of DEI, when we were saying no, it benefits white women, and it benefits motherfuckers that's really not qualified, but since they need to make racial quarters, that's why DEI is in place. The best man is not enough.
Okay, so this one I'm confused on because I don't know, like I don't have the knowledge of what Charlie Kirk had going on, right? So what was his stance? He believed that we should have it taken away or that it should stay included.
Yeah, his stance was that it needed to be taken away because it benefits us more than anybody, and that's why he questions black pilots or somebody that
So
might have a
so
job that they don't look qualified for just because they black, or they probably in there just because they black or some shit like that.
so Ted saying that's prejudice. You get what I'm saying? When you judge something by how it look, you know what I'm saying? So,
No, that was Charlie Kirk saying that shit.
but he said he believed in it because he said if he see a black pilot, he wants to know if the
Is
black
it the best man for the job?
that's racist. That's
No, no.
prejudice.
If he qualified, not if he the best man for the job, is he
Yeah,
qualified?
if he's qualified.
But that's racist.
But
That's racist as fuck. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like I gotta like, you feel
that's
me?
just
Like
like
if I
you going
see
to a 7-Eleven or a store that's in the white neighborhood, and you walk in and you see a black person walking around, you automatically assume that he ain't supposed to be where he at. 9 times out of 10, you didn't even know he worked for the damn store.
that's
Right.
right. Yeah. So
We all
Ted,
got a little prejudice in us,
No, we
though. How
don't.
many
no,
times
No,
you
we don't.
shit?
no. I believe it's
Yeah, we do.
No,
so
we don't.
I went to this
I do.
so this the problem, right? This the problem with it,
If I
right?
go to a McDonald's and I see all black workers in there, I'm skirt out of there
The
to the
world.
left.
I went to a museum, growing up, and it's basically like it was like prejudice and like I think it was a door that said freedom, and that shit was like blocked up, like it's like barricaded, like you couldn't get in the door. And then a door opened, and it was like it said prejudice over it, like it was a door that was just open, like that was how the exhibit was, and and like believe it or not, we all prejudiced. You get what I'm saying? So what comes down to what black people, we have more sympathy within the prejudice because when you with other people prejudice shit, like when they do that, it's coming with like pure racism. It's
I
all
can
on
prove.
like your intention, right?
I can prove everybody prejudice right now.
Now everybody is a
What,
prejudice. It's no it's
what's the beach that you'll pass up first?
What's the who?
If you if you want a beach day right now, the closest beach to you, are you going to
Uh, most likely probably be the one in Long Beach.
it? Why though?
And it's more of an atmosphere. It's more stuff to do.
Okay, but why not Dockwater
Shit there, the beach, and you,
and
yeah,
niggas?
that's nah. I mean, it's nothing to do there. You will have to. I mean,
Now this is a better one. This is a better one. So I grew up just selling this one, right? If a dude with a hoodie came up walking to you or walking up to your car, what's your instinct? You get what I'm saying? Because
Watching like a
what
motherfucker.
what
I'm
instinct
on
that
his
is for
every
anything
motherfucking
to
move.
walk up like that? That's not right. That ain't. I'm gonna do
but
that
that's
with any
hold
race.
on, hold on. And that's my point between being prejudiced and racist. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's your intentions. Like A person that's racist can be prejudiced, right? But they doing it because of your race. When
Yeah.
you doing it because you feel like this nigga can be a killer or a robber. You get what I'm
But
saying?
they all
But
they
they
all
all can
cousin
kick.
want to want they all cousin want to one of each other. Fucking prejudice,
No,
stereotypes,
no, no,
or
no,
racism. It's
no, no,
all in
no.
the same family.
No, for sure. Stereotypes, race. Yeah, no, racism is not because what I'm saying is
Nah, it is because it's
no,
a
no.
base on it. You have a stereotype on it. That's that's putting motherfucker in the box. Shit. If I see
No, no,
you,
no.
a nigga
All
with
right. So,
dreads,
so if
I'ma
I,
assume.
if you see a person with a guitar, you can say, "Oh, you a musician." You feel me? I know that person is a musician. That's somebody being prejudiced, right?
No,
Now the
that's a nigga being observant.
no, but that's prejudice
Being
though,
nosy.
because you get what I'm saying. He could be selling the guitar, or he could be holding the guitar for somebody. You don't know that he's the musician. You feel me?
Unless you
Like
actually seen them play.
my point. So just by a nigga holding a guitar, you don't know he's a musician. He probably can be getting trained. You don't know he's a musician, right? So what makes it racist when you at the president with the prejudice is when you see that it's a black person with a guitar and you like, oh, ain't no way he can play that guitar, or he must be a jazz player, or he must play for the church. You know what I'm saying? You will have that racism that go with it. Or if it's a Mexican with a guitar, you like, oh, he played for one of them Labandas. Like, you feel me? Like
Stereotype.
that's
Or
That's
you
that's
more
walk
what
to a black
stereotype than
person picnic and
racist.
be like, I know it's some watermelon here. I
it's
know it's some
racist because
orange decoration in the water. I know y'all got some.
you going off the race.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? More than going just being prejudiced off of life. Like, it's just life. You gonna judge something before you walk up on it. That's just life.
No,
You feel me?
yeah, no stereotype. Just because, like, in White Man Can't Jump, in the beginning of the movie, they judged the white boy. They like, man, yeah, you could pull a couple passes out your ass,
And the
but you can't,
only reason
you
why
can't
that
shoot.
only reason why that statement is a stereotype and not racist is because it comes from the black people. And black people, you can't be racist. So anything that a black person that sounds racist is never will be called racist. It's a stereotype.
I will always fight you on that because the two racist people, the most racist people in this world is a black woman and a white man. Straight up.
And that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. And I ain't even gonna get onto other races like it be Asian that be
Nah,
racist
yeah, yeah, for sure.
towards us, and then it's black people that's racist towards Mexicans, and it's Mexicans that's racist towards black people. So yeah,
Niggas can't be that motherfucking racist. And motherfucking taco stands is on every fucking corner, and the fucking liquor stores is owned by the Koreans and the Asians. So
but that don't mean nothing because a white person can have on some Travis Scotts and be racist as a motherfucker.
go
You,
fucking wear your
you get what I'm
Pistol Pete
saying?
Maravich. Look, go wear your Pistol Pete
You feel
Maraviches.
me?
Go fucking set up a liquor store in Chinatown or some shit. Why bring it to the black community? Why we ain't got that shit?
All right, so I'm gonna do a little history, You know, we gonna get to the facts. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing, what did the DEI who did that benefits? You feel me?
Let's get
So
down to the next.
so it benefits both employers and employees. You know what I'm saying? But no. Listen, right?
I'm about to read it. Let me blow
DEI
that up.
DEI.
DEI
Go
and
ahead.
this
Go ahead.
are beneficial for both employer and employees. For employers, DEI helps in creating a diverse and inclusive environment that can lead to increased employment engagement, innovation, and more resilient workforce.
All right,
Employees,
hold on 1 second. After that, so that last sentence when it said it can lead to increased employee engagement, innovation, and more.
resilient workforce.
Hold on. I ain't gonna mess up what I'm about to say. All right, yeah, I have to read the end because I want to make sure I know what I'm about to say. So yeah, so resilient workforce, all that is beneficial to a company. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything
because yeah,
everything that they saying that helps the company is way more beneficial than anything that they about to say for an employee. You get what I'm saying? Like if your employment engagement is decreasing, it's not helping nothing. If no innovation happening, it's not helping nothing. If you ain't got that good workforce, it's not helping. It's helping tarnish your company. And you can go ahead with the last sentence if you want to.
yeah, it says employees benefit from a workplace where they feel valued, respected, and supported, which can enhance the productivity and overall job satisfaction. The interrogation of the integration of DEI into organizational culture is a strategic move that could drive businesses success and foster a positive work environment.
So the only thing an employee get is a a, a drive, a business success, and foster a positive work environment. Like
Let
what?
me explain something.
Like
That
if a
what y'all saying basically to me in my layman terms, right? Is basically they can hire who they want. Correct?
Well, to a
no
certain extent, they have
no
to
no no
make it
no no no.
diverse.
We
It
this
can't
is
just be
this is about the
all
benefits. This is the
one person.
benefits.
No, answer my question. It's not what
No,
you
they
basically
can't.
said.
No no
It means you got to hire a gang of different people from
right
different
So
backgrounds and
right.
different
is it
regions.
effects? Have to,
I mean, yeah, it's fair chance. That's why you got. I mean,
or is they are they
Okay.
getting rid of DEI? That's my question.
no, Charlie Kirk wanted it to get rid of because he said we benefit off of it, and we benefit from this for jobs we're not really qualified for.
Mm,
But every fucking workplace got it. So I'm not qualified to flip a fucking burger with a fucking Hispanic. No, I'm not required to stock some boxes at my overnight stocker job with the next motherfucker. No, I'm not qualified. Come on, man. This shit DI is everywhere. It's yeah.
And so what I got from it is it builds increased into the employee engagement, innovation, and a resilient workforce. So by it doing that, that's a lot for a company.
right.
But you telling the employee, oh, it's just gonna drive business success and foster a positive work environment. Like basically, business success is you getting paid.
Right.
You get what I'm
And
saying?
we not getting nothing.
And
But
positive.
Charlie Kirk wanted to get rid of it because it said it go hands in hand with affirmative action. Like slamming the black man again, saying we benefit from this affirmative action, civil rights movement, all this other shit that he wanted to either not either get rid of both or change. He'll have some things in the civil rights law
Also,
he'll
basically,
change.
it's Kirk.
Right.
He's white.
Mm.
All right. So
Has white people ever went through slavery?
no.
Have they went through any type of torment, or you know what I'm saying, biracial or brutality or anything to that
To
nature?
play
The
Look, to
Jews.
play the devil's advocate, they would if it was one speaking, they was like, well, all people were enslaved before
Who?
in Roman times they used to slave everyone,
No, they did.
or that's what
No, they
they'll
did.
say. They say no.
See,
They said
that's what
it.
they do to people that don't sit there and read the actual books that they need to be reading. They just think that people are just gonna believe the shit that come out their mouth, and that's not what's finna happen here.
All right.
That's
So
not
No,
how that
because
works.
Africans own other African slaves.
That's different.
So
That's we
yeah,
talking about two
everybody
different
was
formats.
slaves.
That's over there. This is over here. This is not
Yeah, we
how
talking
it's
about in
playing.
America.
Right,
This shit was yeah. We talking about America.
right. You know what I'm saying?
So
The
yeah.
stuff that they do out there, you know what I'm saying? That's different. You know what I'm saying? They got different rules, different politics out there. You can't add one and one together if they don't have the same rules like out there. I heard if you know what I'm saying, certain parts of you get caught stealing, they gonna cut your fucking hand
All right,
off.
so my whole all right, so this my whole point. I don't want to get too lost into the sauce of what he had going, like Charlie had going on. My whole thing is this my take. I'm about to walk it down. You feel me? My whole point was this shit only benefits the companies because it want to stop the lawsuits. It want to stop people from being able to be like you
Discriminated on me.
basically. You get what I'm
Because
saying?
of my color and ethnicity, you wouldn't hire me. They got
Right.
tired
So
of that shit. That was petty shit that started adding up after a while. Like, wait a minute, nigga, we losing.
But
We
nah,
could be saving
nah,
in this
cause
aspect and just start hiring people, and they'll be
so
quiet. We can
so
collect the
so the
fund.
to, no, cause to their point, just like what Lloyd said earlier, it benefit the white woman who wanted to enter
you're
the
not I get
workforce.
that point, but I'm talking about the overall on some business shit. Like me as a business owner, right? I'm
You're
just
talking about 1986. This shit been integrated way before then.
what? What you talking about?
Uh, the DEI and all that for the workforce of women, because they've been fighting, to get in the workforce, and they wasn't getting compensated as much as men was in the
It,
jobs they was doing. They wanted to, especially when America went to war in World War I or II, I believe. That's when a lot of
it,
women
and,
entered the
and,
work.
and then even then, right? Back then, right? If if you was a business owner back then and you got all these women coming to do a strike at your business, you're gonna lose money. You get what I'm saying? So you gonna come up with a program to stop that from happening. Now in 1986, they did a lawsuit. Back then they was doing strikes. You feel me? They was speaking out about it. 1986 was the first lawsuit. The first lawsuit that where a company had to really sit back and be like, damn, we gotta figure this out. So that's why after then the high companies, the Fortune 500 companies start saying, we need to start implementing and finding a different program to where we can cover our ass and not get these lawsuits. You dig what I'm saying? That's my whole point. It's bigger than Nito Brown. You get what I'm saying? You know, it's the company covering it's the company covering their ass. They don't give a fuck about who the fuck they hire, as long as it's somebody there to do the motherfucking job. Now the next thing I want to show, because I'm walking it down, it's the year the DEI program started. It officially started with all the it traces back with milestones, you know, them doing strikes, all type of write ups and stuff from
Traces back to 1948,
1948.
like around
But
World War, like I was saying, yeah.
as far as every educating and employees making it a thing where they have to learn this and know this is what they doing, 2000s. So what I'm telling you, after 14 years of all these different lawsuits, they have finally made it official to cover their ass.
They waiting on lose their money. Gotta realize
Now,
they all about money.
now recently we didn't talk about it much, but they took the DUIs as far as the suppliers to the stores. So if I got some hair grease and my shit up in Target, they can turn me down. But before it was set in place where they had to have a certain amount of black you know, corporations that they deal with and get products and goods from. So now, if all the black companies come together and start doing a lawsuit towards Target and all these companies for not doing DUI no more, they're gonna bring it back for them. It's always just to cover the dollar.
That's all it is. It's about the dollar. Don't care about nothing else. That's why always every time I think of like certain shit like this, it always makes me go back to that Eddie Murphy movie. What was the name of it? He was he was a hustler on the street or a bum on the street. He was actually for change. He was acting like he didn't have no legs. And the dude that one guy was like, "Yeah, you do got legs."
Yeah,
What's
I
the back
remember
end
him.
of the name of the fucking movie? But I always go back to that movie when they sat there and betted $1.
Yeah, like they changed the nigga life up just for $1.
For $1. These niggas was millionaires, even probably billionaires and shit. They over here paying
Right,
for $1.
$1 on they can change their life, a bum life, and put them in position that it was another person.
Right.
That's
Which made me
crazy.
go back to that movie. I can't think of the name of that
Just
movie.
because I allow you to
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
go to Princeton and Harvard, I cannot guarantee you have the same outcome. So diversity, equity, and inclusion does not work in the real world. It's a nice theory, but I cannot guarantee you the same outcome.
Okay,
I cannot guarantee.
I think I hear a playback a little bit in the background. I think a little bit.
Playback.
Guarantee that. So trying to balance the playing field to give you the same outcome is actually harmful to the public at large. I need the best person for the job in the job, irregardless of the skin color.
Hold up, that's the main point right there. So if you had higher test scores than your rival, let's just say white counterpart, you're not fucking qualified for the job. No, you had higher test scores. You did the better work. No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. That affirmative action shit is bullshit.
Yo, bro is just trolling, bro, because he is only making racist people.
Hey,
Yo.
fix your headphones. I think it's like playback a little bit, or mute it when you go on video. I think it's like the headphone. There we go. Nope, I still hear myself when I talk after.
Mute the mic up. Mute your mic up.
Trolling, bro. And like, if
I'm not trolling, bro. I'm telling you the truth, bro. I'm telling you the truth, bro.
No, you trolling, bro.
I'm not, bro. You can't tell me what I'm doing. I'm telling you the truth. All you got to do is go back and replay this conversation and do what I asked you to do. Go to the Democrat website and you're going to see everything that you're saying is coming directly from you.
You spend a lot of time on the Democratic website, girl.
I don't be on it at all. I listen to you.
You got a lot of.
I don't have to be on it. All I got to do is listen to you. I know exactly where you coming from, where you getting all your thoughts from. So let's talk about abortion then. How do you feel about abortion?
Pull it up. You in your studio? Pull it up.
Hold on. Let's get your thoughts on abortion.
I want it out my community. I want it out my community. I don't want no clinics in my community.
So you just want.
I don't want that pushed on my people. Right. I don't want that pushed on my people. I want my people to be educated on, you know what I'm saying, their reproductive systems and what's going on. You do not have to have a baby. So to sit here and tell me that, well, I don't want to bring no baby in the world when they ain't got no money, stop having sex.
Stop having sex?
Period. Until you're ready to take care of a life.
Did you wait till you got married to have?
I don't have any kids, P. I'm different, bro. I'm a different animal, bro. I'm a different animal, bro. I wore them condoms my whole entire life, bro.
Hold on. So
hey, my money. Look,
I was just thinking. I was thinking that to myself. I was like, damn. What would you tell your son, or what would you tell your little nephew if he was to be in the reality of today? Like, I get what you're saying, but the
reality of today is what? Having a child on the way?
No, what I'm saying is the reality of today is a young man might not want that kid. And what if that young man is your son or that young man is your nephew?
Right, he shouldn't have had that sex, so he got to step up and take care of that seed.
What if that woman is your daughter? What if that's your daughter?
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter because he doesn't have kids.
So he can't speak from this point of
I
view.
can't. I can definitely still speak on
No,
it
you
because I
can't.
was a child.
No, you can't. No, you
I
can't.
was a
You
child.
don't even remember when you was a fucking child. Stop it,
I
bro.
was a child, and I
No,
done
no,
raised
like,
plenty
bro,
of,
bro.
and I done
I'm
raised
saying,
plenty of.
it's different when you have your own, bro. Like you can't speak on
Right.
abortions. You can't speak up on abortions when you don't have a kid. We gonna stop that right there.
All right,
And
okay.
Hey, that's
Ted,
nonsense.
Ted,
That's
Ted,
nonsense.
Ted, you want all abortions or like substance don't mean like context, don't mean nothing like.
Okay, so then, okay, of course. Now I'm on the hard line. So yeah, I want all abortions eliminated, and it's a lifestyle choice. So for me and mine, we're not gonna do it.
You and
But
who? You and who?
I'm talking about me and my family.
Hold on.
So what I'm saying as far as
I'm saying
as far as the nation is concerned, I understand that, you know what I mean, it's gonna be a tough road to go. So we can talk about the first, second trimester stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about that. We can have that conversation. I ain't opposed to the conversation.
Like my thing is, right, taking away all abortion, bro, you're taking away the great victims. You're taking
right,
away.
That's why I said we can have that conversation.
No.
The gang of
You
niggas
We can
that
leave it in for that.
Listen. You're taking away the first timers who condom broke. Know what I'm saying? Like you think if somebody who for the first time they was having sex, you know what I'm saying, they wore protection, the condom broke, they just happened to get pregnant. You think that woman shouldn't be able to go get that baby terminated if her and the father decide like this is not what they was ready for and they took the proper precaution?
I think okay, you asked the question. So my opinion
I want
is
your true answer.
Right. The consequence of having sex is that you could have a child. It's not a bad thing. It's just the consequence of the action. So you got to step up now. Abortion is not an option.
Look, this is my
Abortion
belief.
is not an option.
This is my
Now,
belief.
as far as the great victim concerned, incest, you know what I'm saying, we can have that conversation. For real, we can have that conversation.
Have any of your chicks ever had an abortion?
Thank you, Sean.
To be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. When I was in high school, a girl had an abortion, but it wasn't my child, but she was my girlfriend though. Wow. And then it happened again later on in life. A girl I was with was pregnant and she had an abortion, but it wasn't my child.
How you know?
You know what I'm saying? But I was willing to be a father in both of those instances, but it just wasn't in the cards for me. You see what I'm saying?
That nigga is brave right there. Pause it right there, Sean.
I did.
Pause it, Nino. Pause it.
Look, let me.
I made the same exact argument.
Let me speak on.
That nigga is brave as fuck. He said, "I was willing to be a father." Right there. Two babies that would, he didn't father them. My nigga brave and real one though, man. Salute to Ted Turner, man.
Man, I don't understand it, but I'm gonna try to make some sense of it. Like I'm on the side of Shawnee at this point. Like you taking away from the kids that don't really have the option to. You feel what I'm saying? Because you have rape victims and you have people that being put in certain situations that, you know what I mean, that they didn't necessarily was trying to get themselves into. You know what I'm saying? It's like you like no, whatever. You gotta keep that. You understand people are kids and people make mistakes. Right? I don't condone it. I'm not, you know what I mean? As far as like if you lay down, I do agree with him at that point, right? If you do lay down, you know what I'm saying, you should have a baby or whatever. But it's between the two people that's having a baby. Because whatever you do, you know what I'm saying, it will reflect on the child like this. If you didn't want that child and you're forced to keep that child, you're gonna start treating that child a certain type of way. Because in the beginning you didn't want that child. Now we have some cases like that, some that we don't. But we have some cases that's what I'm referring to. And then they look at the child like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What your dad did to me type of, you know what I mean? So every time I look at you, I look at him, type of, you know what I mean? So you have to deal with that kind of shit. And then that's fucking up the mental of the kid because he's feeling like, damn, my mother or my father or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever the circumstances is, don't love me.
Neglect. Yeah, neglect.
Because now you done sat there and was forced to have a baby that you really necessarily didn't want to have, or y'all both decided y'all didn't want to have, or he didn't want to have, or you didn't want to have. However the case go, you are subjected to keep this baby. Let's say, quote unquote, if that is the ruling, right? There's too many victims out here for that. So basically, he contradicting himself because he's like, well, if this happens, or if this happens, or if this happens, we can have a conversation. No, the conversation is at hand. It either it
Right.
is or it ain't. It ain't no having no discussion later about something that's factual right then and there. Not like, oh well, if we're subjected to have people are subjected to keep their babies, they're not allowed to abort their babies, right? Um, we'll talk about that after they've been assaulted. No, you talk about it right then and there. How you gonna try to change the aspect of the rules on how you want it or wish it to be if you don't have a solution for when this shit happens? Or we'll get there when we get there. Nah, you there now. Like that's just like you trying to buy a house and they don't tell you, oh no, there's some shit that's kind of wrong with it, but I'll tell you about that shit later. No, I want to know about that shit now before I buy this motherfucker. Because all I know, this motherfucker might be infested with termites. This motherfucker might be falling to the ground, and you want to show me the rest of the blueprints that I need to see to make sure this foundation of this house is stuck here, and not like 2 years later, this motherfucker gonna start caving in.
Right.
I need to see it. Show me the proof. Show me how, if this exists or this is what you want it to be, show me how it's going to make sense when this situation comes up right here. When you got motherfuckers getting kidnapped on the street and shit happens to where they might end up being pregnant. You mean to tell me they have to keep their baby? Now you might have some cases to where they might, but you know what I'm saying? If you've been in that kind of situation, not saying that I have, I am not a woman, so I can't really speak on that aspect, but from every aspect that I've heard, tells me that that ain't the one that ain't the baby that they want to necessarily keep. So you're taking an option away on certain aspects that you cannot really take like, you know what I mean? It's so it's like, okay, so if a woman get impregnated by a fucking serial killer, she's forced to have that baby and hope that the baby is not genetically in back home with the serial killer instinct mind that his. Come on now, make it make sense to me. She might be walking around the house one day not even know if she gonna die.
That's facts.
All because you forced her to have something that she knew was wrong to have because of the situation that she was put in, and you're taking that option away from her because you feel like she needs to keep it. Y'all did what y'all did. Hell, yeah, they did, but she didn't, you know what I mean? She didn't consent to the shit. Now, I'm not talking about the little faulty shit that women do or men do to say, like, you know what I'm saying, bullshit with it, like, oh, I was this, and you knew you really was. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about the actual people that be put in those predicaments to where they can't get themselves out of it, don't even know if their mama know or their dad know about what the fuck is going on or what just happened, and you sitting in the hospital trying to debate if you're going to tell your parents if you're pregnant, and then who you pregnant by and how the fuck it happened in the first place. And you're taking that option away? No. I'm sorry, I couldn't let that one ride. Now, if you out there twerking your shit on Sunday and you just eventually just got pregnant, that's something that's different. Hey, hey, this is fun.
Oh, you gotta save that one for me. When I'm getting my joke in, y'all gonna let me get in.
I might have to go back and rewatch this podcast. I swear to you. It's the most fun I've had this week, and I'm just comparing grades to shit. This is what I love doing. You know how people find a little peace of mind, a peace of state of what they love
Yeah.
to do. This is one of the things I love to do is do this shit. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? You never know what aspect of me you're gonna get, depending on like how PC said earlier. It depends on the time to where my feathers get rattled. You know what I'm saying? I like to make a debate about some shit, but I would love to bring him back on and bring that topic right back up, and I would love to debate that topic. If we can make that happen, I don't know. It's not really necessarily calling them out, but I need to fully understand how you get that from this. That's all I'm saying. This ain't no Canelo and
I
but I
definitely can. You
guarantee
know,
you
I
it will
can.
be a
Yeah, you
definitely a
know,
blast
I,
to debate
you
that.
know,
Go
I
ahead.
can pull. I can pull strings, man. Hey, man, I can pull
Just
strings.
saying,
He
man.
look.
I'm just saying. I would love to debate. He heard me call it because now you know what I'm saying. You ain't got my mind fluctuating on some shit that you knew how to get my mind and juices flowing. This no diddy, but I'm just saying certain aspects of certain things I do not agree with and do not allow. I would love to have a debate with him if we can set that up, especially for this topic alone. I need to know more because to fully understand something, you have to know exactly where they're coming from when they say it. I got to bring it back. Call it Jordan number 45, number 2. As far as that topic on your podcast, but yeah, I would love that. And a couple of more topics that's like that too. I'll take too.
All right. All right. Let's keep it going. Let me see.
Let me speak on this.
Hold on, hold
I
on. No, no, no,
believe.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no, no.
no.
Hold up.
He can,
I believe that it's in the woman's best decision that she shouldn't have to answer to anybody. It's her body, her choice. But at the
Okay, I
same
get you on
time,
that.
That's
look,
bullshit. Bullshit,
at
nigga.
the
It's a
look,
whole nigga
hold
who
up, you
helped
not
that.
letting me
It's a
land. Let
whole
me
nigga
land.
who
Let me
helped with
land.
that, bro.
Look,
Niggas
look,
need choice too, guys.
look.
No, bro,
At
that's
the look,
bullshit,
y'all not
bro.
letting me land. Let me land.
The
I
damn
said,
joke couldn't even
yes,
get
the
fucking
woman
said.
should
You
have the right,
motherfuckers.
but at the same time, I don't believe the man should be accountable for that right. If you have that baby without his fucking right, my
Hold
money, my
on,
choice. If you can kill this motherfucker, I can abort this motherfucker.
all
I
right,
can
so that,
abandon
all right,
this
but
motherfucker.
all right, so
Look,
look,
if you can kill this motherfucker, I can
wait,
abandon this motherfucker.
Nino, get your shit
Simple
off.
as that.
I don't agree with that, P, because
Let
that go back to the consequence of the action.
Nino get off. Get your shit off, Nino.
all right, so look, bro, I've been trying, I want to come on here, have fun and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I see y'all serious, right?
No, I
So,
was I was just
no, no,
having
no, no,
fun
no,
right there. Look, I was just look,
no,
yeah,
no, no,
that's
no,
what
no,
look,
no, I feel
look,
you.
look,
Oh,
look,
nigga, we
look.
is serious,
That
fuck. Nigga,
that's
we
what
having
look,
an
he already
intellectual
got what I was getting
conversation.
at. Y'all didn't let me land. That's what I was getting at. Dave Chappelle on God.
All right, so back to the diversity DEI shit.
DEI.
The shit that
Yeah.
y'all talk about, right? I'm gonna go back to that, right? I did something behind the scenes with Black Worker Group with that type of stuff with construction workers because they wouldn't allow construction workers to be on certain sites. So I know what's going on, right? The companies did it for them, so they want to get no lawsuits against them for having certain people in place in their companies. Because
Right.
a nigga like me would pop up, we'd be like, oh, no, they ain't got the right people in here. We get to figure this out. So it was mainly, they only did it for lawsuits. Right? So now let's get to the real situation. It's only the ratchet women that's like you, like the one that you dated, because she was dating you with somebody else, and somebody else, and somebody else.
Bro, you is wow.
No, that's this real shit. No, this real shit.
Wow.
No, this is real shit because that's the same woman that's gonna ask for a lawsuit. so, bro, want to protect everybody from lawsuits by having an abortion. But the
Ergo
thing,
Me Too movement. Shit. Ergo Me Too.
see now. So hold on. So then it go back to the woman saying it's my body. Let me fuck however many niggas I want to because pause. That's what the woman. You feel me? The woman would now think you don't have a right to say anything about this baby because it's 8 different niggas that should have a right.
Oh boy, dude. All right, hold on. Hey, look, but hold on. Back to the abortion shit, though. And Charlie Kirk, bro, because Charlie Kirk weird ass said that if his daughter got raped, that he would make her carry the child to term, bro.
That's crazy as fuck.
And your ass in here pro Charlie Kirk. Weird as hell.
I'm not pro Charlie Kirk,
No. But
goofball.
the thing is, bro, some humans just don't understand the psyche of humans and the emotional and yeah, the emotional and spiritual damage that they're due to a human, that as a father you're making your child carry a traumatic child in them a full term. Know what I'm saying? Like it's just some humans just not empathetic to other humans feelings, mental capacity, and none of that shit, bro. Like,
But now
and
this man said that it wasn't fair that Charlie Kirk be judged for statements like that. But him saying that if his teenage daughter was to get raped, he would make her carry that to term.
All right, so you know why I think a black man should not agree with that? You know why? Because the whole purpose of them stating this and want to do this is for they ratchet side. They got a bunch of ratchet white women that they all these athletes too that get these asses, get all these titties that don't want to have kids. So now they're low on the scoreboard. When it comes down to black people and white people, they're getting lower and lower on the scoreboard. So they only want to stop abortions to keep their population going up.
That's what the whole point is.
So you agreeing to keep their population up for their backup plan to get back in control because they see they losing control.
And by 20.
So listen, what you saying, your logic don't make sense, because if you think that, I'm about to tell you, if you think that they want to eliminate abortion so they can get their numbers up, why would you think it's okay for you to have an abortion?
Because
I think
pro-choice. It's what you want.
That part. Right.
Right.
So then you actually helping them get their
I'm with pro-choice, but I'm not with the pro-choice after what is it, the second trimester?
The first trimester, the first.
Yeah. After 3 months, 3 to 4 months, I don't think you should be getting one at that point. But then again, hey,
when it comes down to the black communities, is more people woke than you think. These kids is having more kids than they're expected to have. You know what I'm saying? And
that's not woke though. That's not woke.
You think it's not woke because you don't know what the fuck these kids reading. Hold on. You all don't know what these kids is reading. Y'all think y'all hold on. If a motherfucker, excuse my language, if a person really have the knowledge to understand, like, okay, I need to have a village out here. On top, hold on, let me speak. If a young kid knowing I'm about to be a powerful young being, I need to have a good amount of kids. I got dreams, I got aspirations. Hold on.
Hell no.
Only reason why, what you mean hell no? Why you say hell no?
Because
why you say hell no?
If you ain't already in no position to provide for no kids, you shouldn't be having no fucking kids. If you ain't got no house, if you ain't got
people that got money to provide for kids that don't provide for their kids. So what are you talking about?
And there's more people that's got kids that don't provide for them.
So hold on. So that go back to why you shouldn't be with pro-choice then, nigga. You shouldn't be with that then.
With choice, nigga. Because I got 3 daughters here, homie. And
so that's my whole point. So hold on. So how old are you? So how old are you?
Nigga, why, homie? That's TMI for me, my nigga.
All right, so my whole thing is you will still be managed to do what you're doing with 5 kids.
Nigga, I got 7 kids and I can do what the fuck.
So
what are you talking about?
All right, so why would you downplay the next person that's trying to have a bunch of kids? That's what I'm trying. I don't get it.
I'm not, but I'm still with pro-choice. If somebody want to have an abortion, that's their right, homie.
Okay, right. Let me ask you this, King
No
Tom.
matter what month. No matter what month.
Right, what month? Right, what month? Where's your cutoff at?
Cause I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm with pro-choice, homie. Period. I'm gonna just say that.
So all the way up to the 9th month.
Bro,
yeah, that's why I wanted to ask you, bro. Like on the serious.
Like really, that's why I said this man trolling, bro.
No,
That's not
cause
trolling, bro.
no.
It's been
Like
See, we trying to have a conversation.
a few people have come out and say that they're fighting for full-term abortions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Abortion
like
on
at that point,
demand.
because I'm like at that point, you could give your baby up for adoption.
Yeah,
like
right.
that's a full-blown
It's
baby at that point.
a lot of weird people in this world. I'm not with that at all, but
That's what I'm saying. So what's your cutoff point? Like what's your cutoff point?
Regular ass abortion. Regular
Okay,
ass.
so that's what I'm saying. So 3 to 5 months area.
Yeah. The terms that's in place
Okay.
right now. Because I know it's like what,
because they fighting for full term. They fighting for full-term abortions right now. That's what they're fighting for.
Man, hell no, man. It can't be, man. Who got, man?
Yeah, they fight for that. They call it abortion on demand.
Bro, I'm not a nigga that's about to sit here and talk about something I don't know. You see,
Hey,
I
bro,
be sitting here quiet.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
What's the guy name in the white shirt?
KT.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. With the situation. Oh okay. Yeah. KT. Um, I don't know. I think he was trying to make a point, but I guess he was misunderstanding that you were trying to make a point within that point. But like I said before,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for him, but I'm not against him because of the situations that what I'm saying people be put in. But if it's like some regular shit, like as far as like you just going down there just to be like, yeah, I killed your baby. Come on, no. I'm not talking about for those kind. I'm talking about that the kind that actually, you know what I mean? Like I decided not to, or you know what I'm saying, not just being envious of some shit, or you know what I'm saying, jumping to conclusions that you didn't thought he done cheated or some shit. You don't want whatever the circumstances like that now. But I'm not with the abortions, but like I say, certain circumstances. Say that shit 5 times fast. Um, people be put in. You know what I'm saying? Brings them to that, but not just to be doing it.
Yeah, so like in that moment, I was confused to be real with you,
Mm.
cause I already like bodied the topic, and then Shawnee had good points. So I already in that instance, I'm already telling myself like, all right, we already covered everything. But then he say, oh, if this the plan of the if this they plan to get their score back up or whatever, then you should be with the situation to keep our score up. And
Mm.
my whole stance was we don't need that system to keep our score up. We more woke now to you know what I'm saying to put the shit together. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? Where we want to have a village, we want to build the village.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah. It's a
so
beneficial.
so when I'm describing the village, and then in instances of rebuttal from KT, all the statements he's saying is describing the village I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I was confused, but I wasn't tripping because I'm like you said, I was making a point within the point. So I believe I do that a lot in some podcasts or when we have certain situations where we talking, we
Yeah, it's
might
part
have
of your signature. You wait for the bait, like you like you know how you dangle the bait in front. You
yeah
hope that they take it. Really, that
yeah
it's the next one that you really want. But I
yeah
get you. Go
because
ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
not because at that point is like I'm really want to see do you like really own that take? Like you gonna own up to that take? Like because it's so much that lead to that take. Like if you have a certain stance on something, that stance come with so many different variables that come with that same message that you feel that is your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And for the man that to be on some bullshit the whole time, and we agreeing that he on bullshit, he trolling, he telling me I'm not saying the right shit, and now you should be with me or you should be with us with when it come down to not having abortions if you want to keep the scoreboard up on some white people. And it's like, nah, we already woke. Our vision is having villages, having our own villages. We don't need the abortion program or abortion system to help us with our numbers, bro. Like, you feel me? That was my whole thing. So I didn't understand, but yeah.
No, we don't
See,
need
I
help with
think
numbers. We're trying to increase the numbers.
Yeah. like
they're
We're not
fighting.
trying to depopulate
Look it up,
ourselves.
bro. They're fighting for full-term abortions right now.
Comments is saying they going for having an abortion right when the kid is born.
They're a fight for
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. So after the baby is born, they can you can kill the kid. It's crazy, bro.
In certain states,
That
in certain
is wicked.
states.
It shouldn't be like that in no state, bro. You can get a baby, bro. You can drop your baby off at the fire station still, bro. That still exists.
Right.
No, I'm saying it's legal to do it in certain states, though. That's what I was saying. It's legal to do that in certain states.
We need our
And
kids.
I think it's in West Virginia.
It's like you
I
went
think
through
it's
this
in
whole
West
Look
pregnancy.
at what state it's in.
You had this baby shower. All these people that came brought gifts and all this, and then you had a baby and you want it gone. That's kind of wild. Like that's kind of wild.
Hey, if you make a decision to have your kids without no matter what nobody tell you, no matter what's the number, let the kids be your motivation to do it up and make whatever income you need to make to take care of them kids. Them kids gonna spark you and give you that extra push, that extra drive that you whatever you got to make. And if nobody can down talk anybody that have X amount of kids, because it's niggas out there that's doing it and building villages. You feel me? Like you building your village. You know what I'm saying? So
I got more acres than I got kids, cuz.
but that's you building your village though. That's my whole point. So I'm for young niggas building their villages. That's what I'm for. I'm for young niggas building their villages, being woke and understanding like I could be motivated and do what my boy Thomas doing. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
I'm with young niggas being established.
ODM, what's the deal, man? Let my
What's
niggas
with y'all, man?
And
hey man, we was talking about this Charlie Kirk shit. I'm reacting to Black America, motherfucking man. They all up in arms and shit, and feeling sorry for this dude. And I said the nigga was built on racist principles, and I don't, I don't condone the act, but nigga, I'm not about to honor this nigga as no hero neither.
All right, let me go. All right, I'm first of all, I'm live right now too, so let's get this out the way real fast. All right, listen. First of all, I didn't tell you the nigga from South Central LA, fuck Charlie Kirk, right? But when you look about America, the thing is freedom of speech. People are supposed to talk the way they want to talk without being suppressed and without all this type of shit, right? You motherfuckers, they feel like, all right, the man didn't do really nothing. All right, cool. He had his own ways. That's what it was. He shouldn't die for him. That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel. You can't say nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Some people, even black, feel like, damn, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Death is a motherfucker. Like, I cuss a motherfucker out, do this and that, all right, cool. But death is like, damn. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what people.
It's over with at that point.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Some people get mad at motherfuckers that execute motherfuckers. Motherfucker gonna kill 30, 40 people, but you execute them, they gonna trip about it because they feel like, nigga, just because this person do something, you're not God. So that's their point of view. But me as a study of sausage again, fuck her. Simple and plain.
How you feel about the kids being expelled from school for their beliefs on the situation? You agree with that or disagree with it?
I don't believe our kids to be any motherfucking school system that's put here to fuck us up in the first place. That's put here to make us workers in the first place. So, hey, send my kid home if you want to, motherfucker. We'll do homeschooling straight up. Like it's time for us, our black people, to start sitting back and understand and taking the power within each other. Like start taking the power. Like, all right, I'm a fucking teacher. I'm gonna do this. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? We gonna get you, get 80 of y'all kids, and I'm gonna teach them. We gonna get paid from the government, straight up. But niggas want to send people to these motherfucking schools that don't teach your kids no financial literacy, don't teach those kids no motherfucking self-awareness, don't teach kids nothing. Teach your kids how to be a fucking slave. Straight up.
ODM, I just wanted to say, bro, I appreciate you coming on the
No
platform
problem,
and
man. You
all
already know
that,
I
my
love you,
nigga.
bro. You already know it's all
I'm
love.
I'm saying the nigga really fucking made a point to point out the black culture, but the nigga the black problems in the black culture, but the nigga never offered a solution or uh even motherfucking hinted at a solution. So why the
Nobody
fuck?
do.
That's what I'm
Nobody.
saying. You
So
you
even so, what
you got
they
all
told
these
you,
statistics.
they created the statistics, bro. Some of the statistics he make up. Some of
That's
the
what I'm talking about.
he talk good. They had homies. A lot of shit he just said that made no sense, bro. I looked up a lot of the shit, bro. A lot of shit
Me too.
was not on. He just put shit together and make it sound good. He said,
Yeah.
he said that Trayvon Martin stopped them niggas Zimmerman. When the fuck that ever
Yeah.
happened? Come on,
Exactly.
come on, cuz. But at the same
Exactly.
time, listen, you I, what's up with it? What's up with your ass, motherfucker?
What's up with your bitch ass? You stupid, boy.
What's that? What's that with y'all? I see y'all do y'all thing over here, baby. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Real shit.
I came here to kick it with Northbound. I be popping in. This
That's
nigga.
good shit though. Yeah, but he gotta start letting me know beforehand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I jump in this motherfucker one couple times. We get it
Oh
rolling.
God, man. You already know. I appreciate you, big bro.
No, back. You know what I'm saying? I'm out this motherfucker. I see y'all in the way. I salute to everybody on the panel, bro. Y'all continue this fire ass conversation, bro. You already know.
Good one, fool.
Yes, sir.
Damn, boy, you just got blessed.
So over on our side, we be talking about
Then they said on our side, like, what's our side? Like, what's up with this nigga? But yeah, besides that part, Ted funny. But besides that point, how you feel about the last segment I just played? I think you're on mute. There you
Who,
go.
me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not on mute.
Now you not. I said, how you feel about the last segment?
ODM came in urban and throwing sliders, I see. Um, but he has some points to it, though.
Mm-hmm.
He has some valid points to it. Like I said, it's more to it. And especially when they went back to like the point of like you not even coming up with a solution nor a plan. You like you said, we ain't never seen you in the trenches. We ain't never seen you like sometimes you'll see a mayor or two, they pop in and out, they might not want to go, but you know what I mean, if you want to intervene with the inner city, that's the way that you intervene. You gotta come kick it. Feel where we coming from. And for the fact that you didn't and you wasn't, makes it feel like, you know what I'm saying, you just out and you don't like that's just like saying me saying something about who he is. I can't necessarily do that unless I'm in that field or I know what it is day in and day out, how it feels to be where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's vice versa. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what it feels like to walk outside and you know what gun smoke smell like, you can't tell me nothing. You
Yeah.
can't tell this coach that you're not even trying to help you. You're trying to debate something that's not even debatable at this point. Because you worry about a month when y'all owe us more than that. I'm just saying.
Right.
But I'm hearing that the sports teams is honoring Charlie Kirk. Is that correct?
Let me see.
Yeah, somebody look that up for me because it makes a point to what I'm going to say next.
Let me look it up.
Are they honoring Charlie Kirk? Because if it's the answer to the question, then I got a comment after that.
Where P at?
I don't know.
Green Bay did it.
They did it. Oh, well, that's why you
That
asking.
Dallas Cowboy,
Anybody else did it?
Dallas Cowboys did it.
Dallas Cowboys did it. Okay.
Tennessee Titans,
Okay.
Miami Dolphins,
Okay.
New York Jets,
Mm.
New Orleans Saints,
Oh wow. There you go.
Kansas City Chiefs,
Wow.
Arizona Cardinals, New York Yankees.
Here's my point. We were told politics has no place in sports. Watch this. When Colin Kaepernick did the same thing by taking a knee in the national anthem for the politic of police brutality, it was a fucking problem. That's crazy.
Say that again for them.
Mhm. Oh,
That's
they
a
didn't hear that, Jim. They gonna tell
nah.
it again. Okay.
It's,
I was saying that a lot of teams that my nephew just named are honoring Charlie Kirk, right? We were told that politics has no place in sports. But when Colin Kaepernick took a knee against police brutality, it was a gang of controversy behind it. Why is that? When we were told that politics has nothing to do with sports.
I believe, like I was saying, it's bigger than Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? People feel like, I think if I'm not slow to the party, I believe Donald Trump sends shots to the NFL a lot of times. So
Yeah.
excuse me. So I feel like
Meanwhile, a black police officer named David Rose was shot and killed defending a federal government building last month, and all he got was a moment of silence and lowering of the flag. We're not bringing that up. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm gonna let you speak, my
now that's all that is valid. Like all that is valid. Like it need to be talked about. Something needs to be, done. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like on a bigger scale, on like a marketing scale, like a person know like if you beefing or want to have leverage or go against Trump, then they'll put him in the place to have that done, right? But
bad.
then when the black man kneel or knee, you know what I'm saying, he taken away from viewers or you got sponsorships or you have uncomfortable conversations that you don't want to have every week with these owners. Now it's messing up your bottom dollar. Now you got to make an adjustment and make everything look crazy. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So, um, without a doubt, it's unfortunate that we got to see that like just blatantly in our face. Because I'm
mm,
not about to sit here and be like, "Oh, that shit cool," or "That's the thing that should be happening with us." Especially like me just being a young dude or a teenager right now. I just look at that as like we gotta take these corporations for what it is. It's not our friend. It's not somebody we should invest too much in. And just get right with God. Like stop trying to put too much into these corporations and Nike and
saying if
Well,
we build our own, like if everybody was on like the same page, like how other ethnicities are, and get on the verge of we have no choice but to come together on some shit. If we actually did that shit, we'd be unstoppable in FU, you know it. But we
not
can't seem to get that over that hump to the realization of, you know what I'm saying, instead of going to these other companies, we can build our own companies
but
to
that's my
go
whole
to.
but that was my whole point earlier. Like when you got all these different black people, they only want to come together. They like
Mm,
y'all separate, right?
mm,
And then you got a group of black people within America. They feel like, y'all want to be with them. It's like y'all traded on us and our ancestors type of thing, you know, and it's just get confusion. Like it don't, and then on top of the gangs, you know what I'm saying, and then on top of just having unfortunate opportunities, less opportunities, tremendous trauma, you know, within the setbacks that were set upon us, you know what I'm saying? With all that going on, you still have to deal with poverty or being lower class to where you live in check after check. And then when you get to that point, you know what I'm saying? It's going the space from them and us is tremendous. But then not even knowing like space from a normal black kid and a rich black kid is tremendous also. It's a tremendous disconnect. The dude that's the YN from the city, from the trenches, he want the YN that live in the suburbs, he want his watch. You know what I'm saying? He don't even want to kick you with him. He don't want to know what you got going on. No, that's fucked up though. What I'm saying is,
right, right, right.
it's fucked up reality. I'm not even trying to be funny.
No,
It's
no,
like
no. I get you, but
what I'm saying is, at what point is so many variables. At what variable where it's like, okay, we can get that togetherness. And you know how God worked, right? I truly believe like gangs is going to unite again before we get a like a culture leader, and that we like push behind and have decades of him putting in work and try to improve our country and black people in our country. I feel like that person is probably not born yet, or that person is growing up right now. And before he gets to get busy and do what he doing, the gang's going to unite. And just how like God worked, you just don't judge a book by its cover. And it's like all the pity and all the foolishness people would say that about gangs and about certain people that represent that world or associated or have family in that world, they treat them different. Like they not even a part of another black part of another black society. And then that be even fucked up. Like it's a whole different world like that look at me and you different, but they black. They're so my whole point, I'm dragging it, but my whole point is at what point we gonna bridge the gap between what blacks? So what we gonna bridge the gap? At what point? You feel me? Because once we bridge the gap in any of these areas, it's gonna strike a chord to other black people. Who be like, oh yeah, we need to be cool. We need to get our shit together. So if the gangs get cool, then other blacks from all around the world, they want us to be cool. So I was keeping the conversation going, but I was saying like, you know, if the gangs get cool, and then it could be blacks all over the world that didn't want to unite with us, and spark spark something like, yeah, let's make some shit right. Look at them uniting over there. All the gangs uniting, getting together.
Right.
Then they're coming all over the world, Africa, Europe, um, Haiti, Jamaica, and all over the world. All the black people all over the world just come together. That'd be amazing. I feel like that's what needs to happen. But until then, it's gonna be the same. It's the same episode.
Mm-hmm. Feel you on that one. Until that happens.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of the same. I'm tired of the same rerun though. Like I for sure want to see what the next episode look like. Like as far as
Right. But I
but
wonder how long it's gonna take to even get there.
yeah, like the progression of it. You
Because
feel
what
me?
I'm seeing, I'm like, if it get more of this that I'm seeing nowadays, the generation underneath yours or underneath that, yeah, hell no, he was disrespectful.
But then I think that be the gift and the curse, right? Because then you have some people that don't make it out, but then the people that do, they gonna learn earlier. They gonna learn how to switch the change the dynamic of the way they look at life way
Mm,
quicker than other people did or my generation did because they
right, right,
because they growing up faster.
right.
So at 25, he'd have been in jail 3, 4, 5 times. He get knowledge and understand like shit. My homies ain't really my homies. These niggas ain't really for me. I gotta get my shit together. So now the nigga 30, his mind progressive as the OG in 2015 that was 50, 60 because
Right.
he want better for himself and want better for what's going on, you know.
Mm,
And now, your generation, my generation, and the generation before that, they having glimpse of like this shit's stupid. You feel
mm,
me? So it's just gonna happen over time. Like I just, they gotta go through their bullshit. But then before something get better, it gotta get worse. So this the
right,
worst. I think we just in the worst part. You feel me? And all these Ricos happening, all these niggas snitching, all these people losing their life is wake up calls. We probably don't look at it because we not in their generation, but I know they looking at that shit different. I would me growing up seeing all this shit. What
right.
I'm like, I can't do shit. Not for real. Like,
Yeah, that's serious though. But you have a valid point to that. Valid point.
but yeah, man. I shout out to Northbound Media because that was a good show. We was part of.
Damn,
Shout
I
out.
missed that show because I would have made a good debate over that abortion. That right there, I'm like, whoa, your whole aspect was like totally different.
Who you talk about?
The abortion topic.
Who aspect mines?
No, not yours. The other guy.
Uh,
What's his name?
Ted Turner.
That was the one that was trying to get rid of abortions.
Yeah, shout out to Ted Turner, man. Shout out to KT. Shout out to Shawnee, man. Shout out to ODM Slim that came in for a brief second. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to P, for placing the platform. And then shout out to Black Heirloom, for co-hosting this good reaction with me.
For
You know,
sure, man. Like I said, I was supposed to have been there, but I had too much on my plate. And by the time I got to, you know what I'm saying, y'all probably would have been damn near done. But had I known how it went, I wouldn't have made the plans that I made. But it's okay. But it's plenty more episodes where that came from. We got plenty of gems that's up and coming that people don't even know that we have. And I can't just wait for them to watch on this platform and see this show develop more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very good show. I watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in tune with that and the Gym World Media platform. You know what I'm saying? So I had a ball today.
yep, and we gonna get done with this, and then we gonna hop on live. Give it about an hour or two, and I'll pop in for like 30 minutes. Within it, let you get your intro in, let everybody come in 30 minutes within that, get some more content in whenever you ready in about a couple hours, and then shit, just keep going crazy with this.
Yeah, it's been a strong week, so I'm about to keep this shit going. Yeah, I'm just getting started. I thought that was something. Tune into the Straightforward Podcast coming in on Facebook and on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Catch on. It's going to be just like how this platform is. You be able to express yourself and spread your opinion, because everything is all about the people that's watching the show. This is what we do it for.
All right, man, let's get up out of here. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff.